Hello, everyone. Welcome to Waterdeep Dragon Heist Resurfaced. I am your DM, a Nightwalker, an anathema to all living things, a manifestation of all despair, darkness, and death. I've come from the negative plane to seek out the creature responsible for my creation, but for now I have taken a break to come and be here with you all to play D&D this evening. Victoria, would you like to go for announcements today for me, please?
As the Paladin of Light who will definitely smite you, I shall take on this responsibility. So, first of all, you guys already know what it is. Little Dragon Corp. Little Dragon Corp is our latest and greatest sponsor. They are a Canadian dice company that has all kinds of really cool dice. They have like little dice trays. They even have like little light up bases, and you can you can make your dice glow, but probably not if you have cats or small children. So you should check out their Twitter at Little Dragon Co. 1 to stay updated on their awesome products. And don't forget to use the new coupon code PROBONUS, if someone could yeet that into the chat, when you head over to littledragoncorp.com, and you will receive 10% off of your order. And also, we want to give a big thanks to Twitch, OBS Streamlabs, Many-Sided Dice, and Team MZ. It is thanks to their continued support that we are able to stream. And also, don't forget to check out our other games. If someone could please post the schedule in the Twitch chat, you guys can check that out. We've got games every night of the week. Some days we have more than one game. We've got games from published modules. We've got homebrew games. We've got all kinds of stuff. So check them out. Speaking of stuff that we do, Kristy, Mystic Hour.
Yeah. How are you feeling, BB? You were sick.
I'm feeling better, but our big Mystic Hour surprise is I need a little bit more time to
That's totally
learn.
Fine. That is totally fine. We'll take the time we need. I have nothing planned for Mystic Hour as of yet. I'm thinking I'll maybe spend that time helping Victoria get that set up. And if we're there's potential to maybe play test a new Pokemon game or a Pokemon-like game. I'm not sure. This is something Dale has brought to my attention. It's I think it's also Kickstarter funded. That's in beta release, so that's something we might try out.
I know that game.
Do you know what it is? Because he's told me about it, but I can't.
It's like Temtem. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Tem. Yeah. It's very good. It's very fun.
So there's the potential for that while we're waiting for Victoria to get set up, because we have something special planned in the coming episodes. Also, just a quick sorry, because I'm getting some drop frames. So if you guys are watching on Twitch, let me know how the quality is, and if we are getting some dropped audio, let me know, or just loud audio. You okay?
My cat just knocked something off. She's just being a cat. Just being a cat.
As usual. So yeah, that's all I got for Mystic Hour at the moment. So nothing concrete. I'm still also recovering from jet lag, so I'm not in a rush to jump back into that yet.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything to add before we jump right in?
I think that's it. Oh,
okay.
Come in this Friday for Q&A for Storm King's Thunder of the Storm King's Thunder module book. And I do kind of like behind the scenes fireside chat type session out of character. But yeah, other than that.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Who would like... I will say, I'm not going to say last session, but who would like to give a recap, just in general, over the last 2 sessions, even though the last one was only 20 minutes long, of what
I'm sorry.
You're fine. Stop apologizing.
It's your boy coming at you with the recap. So our technically last week we didn't play for too long. So essentially, to wrap up on the current events that are immediately pressing to the party, there was an explosion outside of the Three of Cups, some sort of attack, which left a lot of people dead and more people injured. The party kind of sprung into action. Nova made a sort of makeshift place in
clinic.
the makeshift clinic inside the Three of Cups. Sir and Tallice were trying to get information, bring people inside to get them away from the danger, where they met their current new companion, Kehlen, who also assisted in the rescue efforts. And we started to get some information that it seemed like there was it might have been some sort of planned attack. There was a strange sort of mannequin-like creature, a man, not a man, that was seen on a rooftop. There was an abandoned necklace of fireballs, which seemed to be used for the attack. There were dead Zentarum agents, and there was also a gnomish man carrying a bag of jewels that had seemingly been looted immediately after the attack. But not all of his jewels, which made some of us suspect that this possibly may have been a move for the Stone of Galore. So with Nova staying to tend the wounded, the rest of the party went to kind of look around for leads. With the aid of familiars, we were able to find a scrap of fabric that led us back to the Church of Invention. We followed the trail back there. We saw what looked to be that same kind of mannequin-like creature, this construct. We did some asking around inside. We were led up to an upper area where we met this construct, which was known as a Nimblewright, which is essentially a magical construct, sort of like an automaton. What we didn't know is that this automaton had been in secret creating a companion, and that companion had escaped some months prior. And we believe that that is actually the one that committed the attack rather than this one that stayed here at the church. So with its help, we were able to procure a device which is basically able to track the Nimblewright's magical core, sort of like a radar. We came back to the Three of Cups, answered some questions with some guards, which was a little uncomfortable, filled Nova in, and then activated the device and realized that it was picking up a signal fairly close by, close enough that it was actually beeping. So we decided to not waste any time and set off after it to see where it led.
Cool. Thank you. You may take a point of inspiration.
I always need it.
You always, yes, you do. Okay, so you guys hadn't gotten too far. So Nova,
yeah,
you had been remaining. Are you good?
Yeah, sorry, I'm having.
No, you're okay.
Okay, yeah, I'm good. Hi.
Okay. Hey.
Hi.
So you had been remaining back at your tavern, the Three of to help tend to the wounded. However, in the 5 minutes since your party had just left off to go and find wherever this device that they were given is leading to, healers from many temples have arrived to sort of kind of take on the wounded. So you're able to kind of jog to get your way down the street. They haven't gotten very far
But
to catch up with your party.
I don't have my weapon.
You can get it if you want to.
Is it ready?
Oh no, you don't have your weapon, do you?
Or my armor?
Didn't you guys go pick it up, Dill? Didn't we say that?
No,
we didn't.
Actually.
You can borrow something from Sir.
Yeah.
Has she used any spells while? No, here's the thing. Has she used any spells while healing people?
No.
Okay, so I have my spell slots.
I never take spell slots away unless it's an emergency if I'm piloting a character.
Right, okay.
So your spell slots are okay.
I mean, I have a new weapon I haven't used yet, so I guess I can go without my weapon this time. Oh, this is a big gamble. Okay, I mean, this is what
we have a whole other friend.
I know
to take hit points.
I know, but she hasn't really met him yet. She doesn't know him.
Matthew's just gonna betray us even harder now.
No, she hasn't even gotten to know him yet. You guys have been so busy. Okay, yeah, Nova's gonna go. I
Oh,
don't.
Matthew, you're muted.
I think the most interaction Kehlen Nova's had so far is Nova yelling at Kehlen to make sure that Sir put on his
Yes.
armor and his clothes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Accurate.
Okay. So you're taking whatever other weapon you have with you. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, you can jog up to catch up with everybody. You find them. You kind of come out of the Three of Cups and head to the right. You find them towards the end of the alley. I've said before, the alley kind of goes forward, or I guess forward to the right a bit, and then snakes up in kind of an S formation, and then meets up with the main street. So you kind of find them right before that S begins, holding that very strange contraption that the handle looks kind of like a bike handle with like the brake. It's got that like same handle that you pull. Goes up with a bunch of like piping and different like knobs that kind of turn, ending in a small red umbrella. You can see, I believe Kehlen was holding it.
Yeah, I know what it looks like.
Pulling the trigger, and the little umbrella is spinning and beeping.
Wait for me!
Nova, I thought that you were going to be saying.
I thought so too, but then a bunch of other priests from different temples showed up and I'm like mad about it, so I'm here now.
It's good to have you. I feel a little bit.
I would feel
better.
much better if I was here. Like I don't like you guys going out without me, and
You got a big
Without
tiefling
me.
arm coming around.
she just
your
says without
shoulders
me and
just
stares
pulling
at
you
Kehlen.
along.
I feel replaced. She's like without me, just staring at Kehlen, kind of like
His
sad-kicked puppy.
his arm is around you, and he's already kind of like pulling you into the fold. It's like, we're moving kind of fast though.
Okay.
Okay. So Kehlen, you had run out onto the main street, and you were kind of waving it back and forth to see if beeping at all changed, or if the frequency at which the umbrella was going changed. You swing it to the right, and it increases ever so slightly.
Just pointing and just keeping following, assuming Sir is still right behind me.
Okay.
Are we in the North Ward?
Well,
I'm following and looking at Kehlen with greed in my eyes because I really want to hold the thing that does the spinning and the beeping.
Question: Are we in the North
Yes,
Ward?
Kristy, you are.
Okay.
Yes, you have actually only just exited Trollskull Manor.
Okay. So we're
and
not-
or I guess it's the Three of Cups now, and then Trollskull Alley. So you are still in the North Ward. You have exited out onto a street by the name of Saerdoun Street, Saerdoun. So if you're continuing to follow the umbrella as it spins and beeps down Saerdoun Street towards the east, it does continue to increase in frequency.
Does Sir still have his
Kehlen?
arm around Nova?
I think that was just sort of a like, I know you feel a little bit left out. We're here, and it was kind of like now he's back to like jogging. He's keeping up with the group.
And Kehlen, as it starts to speed up a little, is going to turn around and be like, right, maybe one of you should
Kehlen?
take it a little more beefy.
Kehlen?
Yeah.
Kehlen, can I please hold the device?
Right,
Can I
that's
please
pretty much
just
what I was
hold it?
saying here.
Thank you. I snatch it up very...
Just don't go too far ahead. He's very right that if this ends up becoming trouble, I'd rather it be hitting me than you. So
I hold it up in the air. I click the thing, and I say, "Tally ho!" and I start running.
Okay.
Can I give her guidance just in case she like trips and falls?
Yeah, sure.
I just like
You're
smack her
Mary
on her back.
Poppins. I'm
Yeah,
Mary
that's fine.
Poppins, y'all.
Okay, so you continue to run down Saerdoun Street to the east?
Yeah, and I
Okay.
want to every once in a while I want to go to the left a little and go to the right a little to see if it speeds up at all, and then if not, then I'm still going forward.
Forward is the direction that it appears you need to be going. So you may continue. Serdun Street kind of turns a bit to the. Get in my map to the right a little bit as you continue forward, and you kind of stop for a second, swing it back and forth to see if there's a direction you should go. And when you swing it to the right, where it kind of starts to turn a bit, it continues to go that way, so you can continue to run. I guess holding it above your head. The frequency at which the beeping and the umbrella has reached what you can logically assume is its peak is outside of a villa. The villa is on the corner of Serdun Street and Pony Way. I hate these street names. It is a very, very large mansion that has a wrought iron fence around it, culminating in a gate that leads into a grounds. From the gate, when you DM, Chel, it's good to have your notes open. So from the gate, you can see. So the streets around the villa have some pedestrians and coaches that are traveling on them. It is like late morning at this point. The gate or the fence around you is about 12 feet high. From the locked gates, you can see the 2-story brick mansion, and then a kind of eastward in the grounds, there is a detached coach house that you can see as well. And it's the kind of coach house that's built into the fence that goes around. So there's you can't see it from where you're standing, but because it's built into the fence, you can ascertain that there's likely like a garage type door on the other side that leads out to the street. There's trees and brush that are in the grounds. There is kind of a winding like dirt path that leads from where the gate starts to the house and then kind of off to the side towards the coach house as well. Standing outside of this gate, pulling the trigger on your Nimblewright detection device that you were given by the Nimblewright named Nim, the beeping has gotten to a point where it's, for a moment, it's kind of like, ooh, ow, because it's like very high pitched and it's very rapid.
Okay, I will stop. I'll turn it off.
Okay.
And I'll turn to my friends. Say, I think the Nimblewright is here. It's really loud and annoying.
Of course, it has to be in some fancy schmancy house that we can't just walk into.
I'm gonna put the thingy in the bag of holding.
Okay.
I don't know who has it, but
Novo. That's the other thing. She carries the bag of holding. But...
She has all of our stuff.
And you left her home.
I'm gonna hold Nova's hand, and I'm gonna switch into Bramble's eyes, and I want to like fly up to some of the windows, and I want to like look in some of the you said it's 3 stories? 2. I want to try and see if I can look in the windows on the first floor, just like going around really quick as Bramble.
Okay. So you switch into Bramble's vision, you're familiar.
Yeah.
You are now blind and deaf to anything that is currently around you. He flies into the air, follows your instructions. As he kind of flies through the grounds to the trees, you can see a very large balcony that's about 20 feet off the ground that you can see as well. You want him to just go and peek into windows that are on this... Ooh, hold on. I might topple this whole precarious situation I have here.
Do it. Chaos.
Okay.
Anarchy.
So you're just having him peek through any windows?
Yeah, I want to look and see if I see anybody. Like, I want to start with the first floor and then go up to the second floor. But I want to see anybody or any Nimblewrights or the Stone of Gold.
Yeah, you're just out and about, just chilling. Okay. Well, going around the first floor, the coach house doesn't have any windows. That is something that is very apparent that you can see from the grounds. So he kind of flies around. The mansion has it's like a square mansion that has a few protruding like additions that have been added to it. So he flies around to one of those protruding additions, looking into the windows of this area. It looks like you see quite a few beds, at least 6 beds, if not more, that you can see, bunk beds that you can see from this window with footlockers at the end of the beds. And in one of the corners, you can see wooden mannequins.
Okay. I'm relaying all of this to them as I see it.
Okay. He has to stop and duck for a sec because he thinks he hears something. You can also hear it as well. Why don't you roll me a quick perception check for him?
That's his stats, right? Not mine?
Yes, correct.
Okay. I gotta go to his little block here. Hold on. Oh, he has a +3. That's higher than me. Little dragon! No! 12.
Okay. So he stops and kind of really quickly folds his wings and like falls to the ground for a second, like hides in a little bit of like brush that's at the edge of the house, kind of like lining, which is like trimmed shrubbery. Waits for a second, doesn't hear anything else. Comes back up, peeks through another window. He's kind of going around the side of the house, so closer to the wall. The window that he's currently peeking through looks like it is a kitchen of some kind. You can see that it's there's like a fire, a hearth, cookware and utensils that are stocked onto shelves. Doesn't see really anything of note, so he begins to fly around towards the front of the house. Peeks into another window towards the front. Can see a great hall. From his angle and with the way that the room is set up, you can see the 2 iron chandeliers that are hanging from the ceiling above a very long dining table that's carved from some sort of red wood. There are chairs that are surrounding the table with very particularly tall and elaborate chairs at either end. The wood paneled walls are lined with tapestries and locked wooden cabinets that are containing like fine dishes, silverware, candlesticks, things like that. There is a fireplace with a black marble mantelpiece that has a framed family portrait mounted above it, depicting a man and a woman and 3 children and a dog. He sees some sort of movement and takes the opportunity to duck and hide.
Okay. There's people. There's fucking people in here. Oh, wait. Hold on. You know what? He's gonna go invisible. He can go invisible. He's just gonna chink and finish what he's doing.
So peeks back up again. Sees talking to each other. 2 figures in what appears to be leather armor, speaking to each other.
There's 2 people in there and they're wearing like some kind of armor. It's like probably leathers. They're in there talking. There's like a bunch of bunks, but there's like this is the weird thing, guys. There's like a family, and I can't hear any responses, but there's like a family portrait with like, it looks like 2 parents and 3 kids, and it's like kind of nice in there. There's like really fancy dining room table. I don't know what this is.
He kind of flies up just a little more, and you notice now, because he was kind of just like peeking up above the windowsill, realizes he's invisible, kind of comes up more now. So there are these 2 figures that are talking to each other. They have weapons on their belt. They are kind of doing that absent-minded, like pacing, like swinging their legs sort of thing, but they're talking to each other back and forth. Every once in a while they laugh. It appears just to be a casual conversation. However, lying about the room are several very bloody bodies.
There's bodies in here.
Sir kind of looks at Nova and Kehlen at that mention, like,
Should we call the guards?
what we gonna say?
Well, if we go in there and there's dead bodies, it's not gonna look good for us.
I know, it'll be like the warehouse again, but
Exactly.
really, what are we gonna say?
I don't know.
Well, you tell them the truth. You sent your strange girl there, sent a little flappy man in there, and he saw a bunch of bodies. And granted, they're going to ask why we were poking around looking in the house, but... Well, you know, we could go poke around the house and then always talk to the gods later.
With Bramble hesitating at the window now that he is sort of like, I need you to see this, boss. You count 10 bodies. Eight of them are wearing gold and red livery over their chain shirts, and 2 are also wearing leather armor. Black leather armor, I should specify. The same leather armor that the 2 figures that are standing there are wearing.
Okay. I report that back to the group. Shit. I'm gonna pop out for a second.
Okay.
Hold on. You know how my brain kind of tries to reconstruct events. I mean, a lot of the nobles and stuff here, they have a personal guard, so that would possibly be what the ones with livery are on, which would mean that the people that are in there right now probably don't belong there. That family could be in danger, that family could be in on it. But you know what I'm saying? I think that might have been that might have been some sort of personal guard that they've taken out.
Yeah. Right. Whoever these people are, they were strong enough to kill like 8 guards. I mean, yeah. I only see 2 in there right now, but
So the people
there's
that
gotta
are,
be more than 2.
So the people that are dead are guards?
Well, they're wearing they have
not-
gold and red, and they have like armor on too.
It reminds me of like some stuff that we saw around, like, not Reynar's specifically, but like, how he would talk about how, and you see when nobles are out moving around, they've got, little personal...
Yeah, we went to that bitchy lady's house to get that box, and she had those those guards they were wearing special color.
Can I make a history check to see if I can remember this color combination they're talking about anywhere in the city?
Sure, go ahead.
Can I also I'll describe what the people in the portrait look like to the best of my ability from what I could see from the window, if that helps her. I don't.
Okay.
So advantage or just straight roll?
Just a straight roll.
Okay, so that's 14 plus history 3, 17.
Not ringing too much of a bell.
Okay.
The colors red and gold. I mean, it's a pretty frequent combination of colors when it comes to noble families in the area.
Okay.
They're kind of colors that are seen as a very representation of brave, intense, those sorts of things. So it's pretty common. So it's hard for you to place exactly where you hear it from.
Okay.
Should I keep checking the rest of the house?
If you can.
But, is there anything special about that? You said they were wearing black leathers. Any sort of markings or anything on them?
Well, I didn't see anything, but let me try to look again. Maybe I'll be able to see if they have a centaur tattoo visible. And I go back into purple and I peek from the window to see something that I can't see.
Colin's just rubbing his forehead again.
While she goes to look again, you said, did you say that there's a part of this that is like a garage door again?
So there is a detached carriage
separate
house
okay.
from
A
the
garage.
yeah, and it's built into the fence. So it's very obvious it's like a carriage house. So you can like logic your way through that and basically be like, okay, if it's a carriage house and it's built into the wall, it's very, very likely that it's got some sort of like door mechanism that lets the carriages and the horses that are pulling them come in from the street.
Is the way that it's on the street, is it viable to like do a lap around it to see like the backside of the villa? Or is so while they go, I would do a lap while she goes back into
Yeah,
the
I'll give
like
him
I said, it is
guidance.
on okay. It is on the corner of this street. So you can pretty much get a pretty good view of the entire villa. So
Okay.
taking a lap around, you'd have to, if you wanted to take like an entire like all around 360 lap, you would definitely need to cut through like a lot of grass, because this is like a neighborhood. But if you could like come around the street, basically come over to the other side and then kind of come back. I can send you a screenshot of the area if that makes that more helpful for you to visualize.
is like cutting across the grass like I'm going on someone's property. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Like on the
Mhm.
okay. Yeah. No, he wouldn't do that.
But there is like you can go through the front of it, around to the side, and then to the back, and then back around.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm
Oh, okay. So that protrusion that goes like kind of to the north part is probably where the bunkhouses were, and then the block that's out on the side, like east, like where the garage is.
Yeah. So on the screenshot I showed you, from standing at the gate, which you are at where it says Saradoon Street, standing at the gate at the front, I'm sorry, on the other side over there. The carriage house is towards the east. And the rest of it is just the villa itself.
Okay.
That's just impressive. Oh, no, you did that.
Yeah, he's so while she's looking, he's basically trying to see the exits.
Okay.
and
So
entrances.
you can see that there is a door that opens to the carriage house that is padlocked on the outside. Any self-respecting thieves' tools owner could potentially get that open. And then going around to the back, it's just more fence. It is a wrought iron fence, and it has like posts that are like square posts made of brick that are about 1.5 feet on each side. And then wrought iron fencing that goes up. So it's like poles that kind of go up. It's not like there's no horizontal. It's all vertical metal. But it could potentially be climbed if that's what you would like. And then the gate that's at the front, you didn't check if it was locked, but it's a gate that opens. So
How far apart are these bars in the fence?
I'd say like 6 inches or so.
Nope.
Yeah, you couldn't squeeze.
I bet that I'm not quite that thin though.
You're little, but you're not that little.
Okay.
Vic, you said that you were heading back into Bramble to see what else you could see. Is that what I was catching?
I can't see
Okay.
any kind of identifying like markings or like any gang symbols on the black armored bodies, right?
Why don't you roll me another perception check? Unless I don't remember if I asked you already, but another perception check for Bramble, please.
Little Dragon Corp, go! Oh yeah, 20, dirty 20.
Okay. I've already kind of established that these guys are kind of like pacing a little bit, just kind of the absent-minded like foot swing step, just kind of talking. They look pretty bored. You can see when one of them turns their back to the window, back of his neck, kind of poking up out of the armor, is the top of what you could probably assume is a flying snake tattoo.
I say, I whisper out, there's Zents. Yep, definitely Zents. Kehlen was right. Yep.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, finishing the loop.
Okay. So heading around the house then, you were just at a window basically leading in next to the front door leading into the Great Hall. Moving around the house, there are not too many windows along this next wall. There are a couple you can see looking into it. It appears to be a library of some kind. There are tall bookshelves that are packed with books with like sliding wooden ladders that are mounted on rails. And one corner that Bramble can see from the window, there is an iron lectern that has a closed, very, very large tome on it. There are padded chairs that are facing a large fireplace. One of those chairs has like a wolf skin draped over it. That is kind of the gist, unless you want him to go over the wall and kind of around on the street side. You're gonna keep having him go?
That's basically like most of what I could actually see from the first floor, right?
Correct, yes. Unless you wanted to try going around the back.
I'll pop out and well, that's like most of the first floor. I can have him fly over to the back, or I can have him check the second floor. But I don't. I think.
Okay. I have a plan. It's different than calling the guard, which I'm not saying is not on the table.
Fuck the guard.
Okay. Here's my plan.
Cap.
Here's my plan. They're probably not supposed to be there, but no one on the street would know that. It's not illegal. Remember when we were asking around about the neighbors for the Cormathis family, and you just knocked on the door and asked if you could speak with someone? Literally, let's put the ball in their hands. Let's just go up to the door, knock, see if they answer. If they do, just be like, are the master of the house home, or something like that. Put the ball in their hands to incriminate them without incriminating us, instead of just breaking in.
All right. I mean, Nova, Kehlen, what do you think?
I mean, we're dealing with Zens. It don't faze me not to have a conversation with them.
I'm okay with it. And I guess... Are these Davil Zens?
Well, probably not, because he, said that they were going to have that meeting to find out where UF was. So, I doubt it. He's probably doing that right now. They don't, wear, a little sign that says, "Hi, I'm friends with Davil." And then, "Hi, I'm not friends with Davil."
No, that's what I'm saying, is, kind of as a backup, we see which side they're on.
Yeah, so why don't... I mean, I can go up. I'd like one other person to go up with me, honestly.
I'll go with you.
Any of you? Okay. And then maybe you two keep an eye out to see if they try and just cut and run or ignore the door like no one's home.
Do you want me to finish getting, a layout of the place first and check the second?
Yeah, maybe that's probably a better idea. Just to double
How
check.
about... Yeah. So why don't you do this? Why don't you go into Bramble, but make sure that you have your hand on your earring? That way you can tell us what you're seeing, even if we're not by you, and Kehlen can stay by you too.
All right. Well, I can't hear anything that you say back, so maybe we should go down the street a little so that they don't see us looking when you guys are at the door.
And the emergency pull you out of it is 3 squeezes on the shoulder.
All right.
Okay.
Kehlen just looks up.
I'm only 5 feet tall, so I'm probably not that much taller than you.
You can get up there.
Your nubby little arm will reach.
Three squeezes on the arm. 3 squeezes is the important thing.
3 kicks in the shin. Got it.
Don't do that. I bruise like a peach.
All right.
Very dark blue peach.
Operation door-to-door salesman is a go. Why don't you guys get a little bit more distance?
Should we go hang out by the carriage door, perhaps, in case they go to take off that way.
Yeah, let's just make sure we're not within line of sight of the front door.
If we were to sort of post up right in front of that locked carriage door, would we be in line of sight of that front door that Sir and Nova are going to?
What was that? I'm sorry.
If we were to post up like right in front of that locked carriage door, would they be able to see us from the front door?
Oh, absolutely not. No. Yeah,
We go
you
there.
would be completely hidden. Okay. Go kind of around the side to where the carriage door is. So, Nova and Sir, you guys are attempting to go up to the door. You go to open the gate.
Oh, yeah.
It's locked.
Oh.
I feel like that kind of answers our question without even having to. They don't want anyone in there.
You didn't ask me before you split up, so.
No, that's true. Is it like a key
I did
lock?
not picture a gate at all. That was
Yes.
Kristy bamfing out for a second.
Yes. There is a keyhole.
Kehlen can do a little bit with locks, but what do you think?
Okay, I'm going to telepathically message Kehlen to come back and potentially try to unlock this thing.
Y'all are gonna leave me on the side of this building?
No, he has to bring you back! He's not gonna leave you. She would tell you not to leave you.
Yeah, in your head you hear Nova's voice.
Hi! Can you guys come back real quick? Apparently the gate's locked. Unless you guys have a better idea. Ace said you know how to pick locks.
Who's an ace?
Oh, sir. Ugh. She like rolls her eyes actively and looks at Ace just like.
Give me a moment. Let me drag this one along. And just gonna grab the like
Be
front,
gentle.
whatever like waist section of Tallice's clothing and just start like pulling and just dragging her along.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna pop out because I would definitely feel that and be like, wait,
Yeah.
we literally just got here. What's up? All right.
Apparently, they didn't bother to check and see if the door was locked. And they
Well,
have
hold on a
needed my
second.
expertise.
You know what? We need to. What distance is the carriage house from the fence?
It's built into the fence. Because it's got that garage door that leads out to
Yeah.
the street. So like the fence immediately leads right up to it, and then it's building, and then the fence continues on the other side.
All right, you guys, why are we trying to unlock this gate when we could literally like climb on top of the carriage house or go through the carriage house and
You're
then
right.
we're out of sight?
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
But I think it
So-
would be like kind of really cool if we climbed it.
No, it's the middle of the day. There's
Wait.
people up.
How am I supposed to knock on the door if we go break in anyway?
We're not gonna knock on the door if the gate is locked because they're gonna know we broke through the gate, and then you knock on the door, and they're gonna be like, "Why did you literally break our gate open?" That's like a terrible idea.
Unless we told them it was already open, they forgot to lock it.
I don't think the people who killed like 8 people and are sitting in there guarding a house would accidentally
Okay.
forget
Okay,
to lock
it's a lot
Okay.
going on. They might have
Did we
forgot.
make the walk over there? Did we actually make the walk over there, or is she doing this with the earring?
I assumed we were over there.
We can say you guys made the walk back.
So that you're not.
Because if we
left
did, I was
out.
going to
Yes,
say,
that's fine.
I thought the
One of the
clearance
steps.
was going-
No.
So you're just like.
Okay. I'm gonna. If I need to be the first one to say it, I'll say it. I am fine with breaking into a house to go stop some Zentarum that may have attacked a family.
Yeah, I would much rather break in like off the side than go through the literal front doors that are in the great room that you can see like the
Okay.
whole rest of the house from.
All right. All right. Well, no. I mean, we got new information, so we're adapting the plan. It's fine. It's Dungeons and Dragons. This happens all the time.
What's
What's a plan?
Dragons?
Is
I've never heard of
never
that.
happens.
Oh,
There's
bloody
never a
hell.
We'll go.
plan.
We'll go through the carriage house then.
Biggin, let's go. We'll go open the door. Leave them here.
Okay. Heading to the carriage house.
Don't leave me alone again! Stop that! You're not going without me!
You're coming.
I'm right here.
You're coming. Come on.
You're all together and going to the carriage house.
He said leave them! And I'm like,
Before we do the carriage house, should we just really quick check what's on the second floor first so we have a better picture of the whole situation?
yes,
Instead
please.
of going
That's what I wanted the whole
hot.
time.
Okay.
So why don't you take care of doing that?
And he'll
And then-
knock on the door.
We'll take care of
Okay.
getting the door open for you.
While I am getting a few descriptions out of the way, Matthew, will you please roll me a check with your thieves' tools? That would be dexterity
Wait, oh.
plus proficient. Oh,
okay,
oh,
never
okay.
mind, it's fine. I was gonna. No, you're good.
He
Go.
didn't roll it yet.
He didn't roll it yet. You
Yeah.
just said you wanted to do it.
I wanted to guide all my friends because I think this is a bad idea in the middle
You
of the
can
day.
give me guidance. That's
Give us
okay.
guidance.
I'm going to reiterate what you're looking at really quick, just so that you don't make any decisions that I can go, haha, because it's been a little like back and forth with the plan. It is daylight. There are people around walking, carriages going up and down this road. So keep that in mind, Kehlen, if there's something specific you would like to do. Otherwise, you're more than welcome to just attempt to unlock this padlock on your own.
Before you do that, can I just double check that it's not magically have runes around it? Can I look for runes?
Are you doing that with just like checking, or are
Just
you
like an
gonna use a spell?
arcane. Just do I have it?
I think it's worth a detect magic if there's an
I
alarm
don't
on
have.
it.
I don't have that prepared today because I didn't
That's okay.
know.
Why don't you
Okay.
roll me a investigation check?
Okay.
Guide yourself.
It's actually not bad. Investigation. Oh, 18. 15
It
plus
appears
3.
to be an everyday padlock, with a keyhole.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Can I position myself so that my scrawny body is blocking the one side of the street? It's not as visible what he's doing.
Kellen's
Sure.
gonna.
I'll body
How
block the
exposed is this? Like, is this right on the main street or?
Yes. It's not really a main street. It is kind of a side street. I wouldn't call it an alley so much, but it's like a side street that connects two main streets. So it's not incredibly crowded. It's not like Saradoon Street where you guys originally just were. But there is the occasional foot traffic and carriages that cut through here.
It's a bit busy, but if depending on people's thoughts, I might be able to make a scene a little ways away to give us some, distractive cover.
I'm just starting to wonder if we should do this recon from the comfort of our home, because I can do that, and then we can just come back at nighttime.
What if they start leaving?
Or what if whoever in there has killed the family?
What if
Well-
someone's still alive?
What if we just
Let's find out. I go in to look at the second floor.
Okay. Heading up to look at the second floor. The first thing that you see, he just goes up from where he was at the library. So going up from where he was at the library, he looks through actually quite a lot larger windows that you were seeing below. They're kind of like floor to ceiling windows to let in a lot of natural light. A ballroom. There's gilded mirrors, tasseled tapestries, and stained glass lamps that are hanging from the walls. There is a fireplace over which a stag's head is mounted that is made entirely of blown glass. The floor is made of entirely marble with the really cool veining running through it, and it's very polished and has a very mirror-like sheen. There's extremely tacky crystal chandeliers that are dangling from the ceiling as well. And the ceiling has a mural painted on it that is depicting an orgy.
Oh,
Oh.
I kind of giggle. There's an orgy on the ceiling. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
You can hear Bramble going under his breath.
Yeah,
That's
there's
what
a
you
pile
see.
of corpses on the first floor.
That is what you see in that room. Moves around to what you know to be above where you saw the corpses. And there you see where'd it go? There it is. A bedroom. A master bedroom. In this room is standing a woman. This woman is the same woman that you saw in the portrait on the first floor. She's very, very tall. And even in the portrait, you could see she was taller than her husband. Very, very tall, very slender, with she's got very typical, almost like Jessica Rabbit hourglass body. She's very curvy. Wearing a breastplate, armed with a rapier, standing next to a very well-dressed half-orc who has no hair. His head is totally shaved. Who is also wearing armor and has a sword at his belt. They are talking together very feverishly. They appear maybe to be arguing. You're not sure. But whatever they're talking about is very emotionally heated. Roll me another perception check for Bramble.
All right, come on, little dragon. I need you right now. Oh, that's a natural 19, 20, 21, 22. That was almost a 1, and I really almost got up and left. 22.
Okay. You can hear through Bramble's perception the faint sounds of metal hitting metal, raised voices, lots of footsteps.
We need to go.
All right, there's people fighting in here actively. I can literally hear swords clashing and stuff like that. Do we need to just is it time to
we need, well, did you describe the
I described the people that I saw, and then I would have explained the thing, and I'm still in Bramble waiting for the emergency signal.
Yep. She has nowhere to go. I'm quite sure that if we help her out, she can handle any guards that show up. It's the lady of the house. They're attacking her guard. That's obviously what's happening. More people are going to die.
We need a distraction, or am I just going through the door?
Just go, because if someone calls the guards, that'll actually be helpful, because then we don't have to go call the guards. You know what I mean?
Perfect. I can't remember. Did I get blessed by guidance by Nova or no?
Guidance.
Okay. You are guided.
Ooh, okay. And guidance is a D4, right?
4.
Correct.
Okay, perfect. So that is a 24.
That lock pops open. That is, you can tell that it's a pretty nice lock, but you've done this many times before. You know exactly what sounds to listen for, what to feel for with your lockpick. It's a matter of seconds before you've got it boom, 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 done, and it pops open.
Pop, lock, and drop it.
It's right in the pocket.
Okay. So it slides open. Entering into this building, it is a stone building that it's a very beautifully maintained coach house. It's incredibly and immaculately clean. The hay, there's that very telltale smell, that earthy smell of hay as you walk in. And you see 4 draft horses that are stabled here. A carriage that is also kind of set off to the side here. And then there's also a black, very, very jet black riding horse that is tacked up, also stabled here.
That looks like a getaway horse.
Very possible.
Should we set it free?
Right, so now you want us to kill the horse too?
No.
No, set it free!
There is
Stop
a
them from-
door when you walk in. There is a door immediately on the wall that you can see directly across from you. There is also a door leading on the western wall from where you are standing as well.
Which one looks like it? Do they both look like they go into the house?
Neither go in the house. It is a detached carriage
it's a-
house,
Oh,
so
right.
none of it's going to go into the house. But you know that the house is to the west, so the door to the west is probably to the grounds. You're not sure what the door to the north is.
I'm gonna fall behind you, big fella. So where we going?
Okay, well, this is a democracy. But Nova. Hold on. Okay. I always listen to you. Tell me that this is the right thing to do, that we should help this person.
I don't know who we're helping.
The Zentarum are killing their people.
Something just doesn't fit right with me, that's all. Okay. I don't know, but I pulled a card and it's like family dysfunction and Nova's very conflicted right now. It's not even. I pulled the Ten of Cups reversed.
Okay.
So Nova's like, I don't know which one we're supposed
At
to help,
least-
but let's go see who needs help.
Well, I mean,
Do
you
you-
know how to tell if people are bad, so just do your thing where you look into the souls of people just by,
Okay.
like, blinking and...
Okay.
At the very least, just in case that this gets dangerous, do you want my shield?
Sure.
Here, I have a knife. Would you like a knife? Would you like my whip? I give her my whip.
I don't need your whip. It's fine.
No, he'll take off the shield and make sure that it's fastened on you. And he'll kiss your forehead.
What does that do to my AC?
+2.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Let's go.
Sir's gonna try the western door. His goal is to get into the house. So, western door to the ground.
I don't know if anyone knows when Tallice specifies that Nova can see into people's souls. Just anyone who's watching Kehlen probably notices him take about a half a step backwards away from Nova.
Nova
I mean,
probably
my passive
notices,
is
honestly.
11, so I probably did not notice.
My
My passive is 8.
is
It's like 6 billion.
if it's perception, it's 16. If it's insight, it's 21.
Yeah, you freaking
So
saw.
apparently the only one who noticed that Kehlen had a little bit of like is the
No.
one he was about.
Hang on. Sorry.
Fitting.
Sorry, Twitch chat.
Of
I have to
course.
send this to
Why
Chel.
not?
Just because I don't know if this is relevant. But here you go. That's the card she pulled reversed.
Sir does his whole like reverse crime scene, like this is what's happened, and then he's like normally like 80% right. But yeah, he's trying the western door.
Okay. Western door is unlocked. It opens, and it's not a big door. It's just like a normal like door, like a front door, basically. Opens to the grounds. You can see what you guys have assumed to be guard barracks that Bramble was looking through before. You kind of have to go up and then around to get to the front door. But from where you are, you actually see a door into that building that you assumed were the guard barracks, and then also another door to the main part of the house. So it's not the only entrance to the villa. The front door isn't, I mean.
While this is happening, can I untie this black horse? And I want to pull that sucker out of there. And I want to give a slap on its rear so it goes running off somewhere because I don't trust that.
Okay, roll me an animal handling check to handle this horse.
Was there a stable for it? So it was
Yes.
stabled? There was a
Yes,
stable.
but it is tacked up.
It's tacked.
Okay.
It's ready to go. Someone's
That's right.
prepared.
That's fair. Okay.
You
14.
okay? So you move forward to take the reins of the horse, pull it back over its neck, over its head, so that you can pull the horse out. It is hesitant at first, but comes with you. You can see on his tack, on his saddle, There is a name embroidered in the leather.
Oh.
Maldar, Maldar. You also notice in handling him that his saddlebags are full of something.
Oh, what are they full of?
Can you check?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. He has 2 saddlebags. You open it, well, at least one side, and there are gold bars.
That's mine now. Ding ding, we're taking that.
Okay. There are
As payment.
there's about 5 pounds of gold bars. In
Yep,
the
that's
saddlebag
mine.
you just opened.
Checking the
That is
other
worth-
one.
That is worth 250 gold. You check the other one. Another 5 pounds of gold bars worth 250 gold.
Well, yep. I take all of it, I put it in the bag of holding, and then we're setting this horse free.
Okay. You pull it to the door you guys just came in,
Mm-hmm.
and slap it on the butt. Off it goes.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more chaos in the world. Sir is going to that side entrance into the villa that he saw. He wants Kehlen to come with because it's probably going to be locked.
Okay. Tallice, you can hear a few surprised exclamations from the street after you do this. Is everybody else following Sir and Kehlen?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't think she wants to leave them
it's
alone.
my gut feeling versus your gut feeling.
I know. She's gonna be
Okay.
right behind Ace, ready to smack him with the guidance as needed. Stop it!
Slap him on the ass.
Okay, so you walk up to that door that is to the west. It is the eastern wall of the villa, but it is west from where you are. Walk up to it. Do you try the knob?
Yeah, check and see if it's locked.
It is.
Okay, try to pick it.
Roll a
Guidance.
skills check with guidance.
I told you I have it ready, like smack, smack.
She's like.
Thank you. I probably needed that one. That's a 15.
That's what I'm here for.
So you kind of had your adrenaline pumping a little bit with the lock that you had before. You were like, boom, let's do this. You got it done, undone. Come to this lock. A little bit harder. Maybe your hands are shaking a little bit, or maybe the lock is a little bit more complex. You're not quite sure. Takes you a little bit more time to get this one undone. You can tell that you probably only just got it. Click, it opens.
Sort of crack it open and peek an eyeball in.
You crack this door open and you peek an eyeball in. Tallice was describing all of the rooms that Bramble was seeing to you, but you obviously weren't able to see them. This appears to be the kitchen that Bramble was describing as you open this door. It leads into the mansion's kitchen, which is stocked with a lot of cookware, a lot of utensils. There's a large fireplace that's used for cooking meals. There's like a big chef's block countertop in the middle that's used for probably a lot of prep work. That is what you see. You see a door on either side. So if you're walking in the room, there's a door to your left and a door to your right.
Are the doors closed?
Yes.
Okay, then sort of.
Okay.
Or you come in and start poking around in the kitchen.
Okay.
Food, alcohol.
Yeah, there's bottles of like cooking wine, oil. There's a few loaves of bread that are set aside on a counter with maybe some hard cheese as well. But it appears that if there's there is some food in here, mostly quick snack things and unperishables like beans and the like, but it appears that there's probably somewhere else that most of the food is stored.
Just ripping a chunk of the bread off and just
Okay.
chewing on that is fun.
You got it, baby.
Hey,
I'm
I
be-
just
I'm gonna
realized
be
I
hon-
do have detect magic. Wow, I'm a dumb bitch.
Hey, that's fine.
You guys got it. It's good.
I'm a be honest, Sir's like He's just kind of going into a locomotion. He's not really dilly-dallying around. He wants to get up to the top floor where that woman, where the lady of the house was described. He will try basically the door that he thinks would be on the side that most likely opens up to the rest of the house, like not a closet or anything or a pantry or anything like that.
That's
I
gonna
did
be your
describe the
guess.
layout.
That's going to be your guess. There is a door on either side of you, but you're not entirely sure because there's no door leading directly in front of you to where you would assume the main part of the house is, because that's actually where the hearth for the kitchen is.
Well, I mean, sorry, I'll rephrase it. The door that would lead that would be facing like to the front of the house.
That would be to the right.
Front. Yeah, that door. Because he's assuming that would lead to either like that would come, if he comes around to the front of the house, then he can get to stairs to go up.
Okay. Roll me a perception check, please.
Are we being sneaky?
I don't know. Are you?
No.
I'm trying to be sneaky.
I am a giant tiefling and I'm fully armored. Oh God, I rolled a 3, so it's like a 1. It's a 1.
A dirty one.
A dirty, nasty, icky 1, but not a natural one.
All right, good to know.
Are we just
You go to open the door?
Yeah.
Okay, you open the door. This room appears to be where clothing is washed. There are a few scrub buckets, there's wash basins, there's soap on shelves that are on the walls, mops, a few chamber pots, rolled up twine to use for clothesline outside in warmer days. And also in the middle of the floor in front of you, there is a middle-aged human woman and just the middle-aged human woman, and she is very, very dead.
Oh shit.
Looks like a worker, like a servant.
Yes, she has a ring of keys that's on her belt.
Is she recently dead?
Are you trying to check by looking, or are you going to investigate her specifically?
Can I do a medicine check?
Yeah, absolutely.
While you're poking it out, I'm just gonna have at them keys. We might need them.
All right, you got the keys.
14.
Good idea.
A 14. Yes, very, very recently dead. Probably within the last half hour or so.
She's still leaking.
Yeah, this is like
warm.
actively happening.
Yep, she's still warm. She's very recently dead.
All right, they're probably in that door. Do we want to prepare an attack because there was those two guys and just open the door and just
Before we do that, can I see what type of weapon killed her or how she died? Like, where's the wound that did it?
Her throat is slit.
Okay.
You said you had a 14?
Yeah.
By someone who was right-handed? Probably from behind.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, she's gonna keep that in mind as she goes looking for these people.
Yeah. I mean, if Tallice is like, do we want to come up with a plan? I mean, Sir's kind of getting a bit he's not talkative. He's kind of, Kehlen came in to get the keys, so he's because he's a big guy, he's he's ducking under the door, he's pretty much just making his way to the next door. He's kind of on a mission. Unless you are physically trying to stop him.
Wait, just hold on. We could listen. There's two guys, and if this is the room, hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I listen at the door. Do I hear those dudes talk?
Okay, so if you're going to the door is not actually immediately visible from where you came in. You have to kind of come up to the north a bit and turn. It's kind of tucked into a little alcove. The alcove is because the western wall of this room is actually hiding a set of stairs. It's not hiding as in it's meant to be hidden, but when you come around, there's a set of stairs from this laundry room that goes up. And at the bottom of the stairs, there is a door, which you are currently guessing is to the main hall, and then opens it up into the room that you're currently in.
Guidance.
So that's what you're seeing there.
Wait. All right, this kind of changes things.
Yeah,
Listen,
that's
if we
why I
go up,
wanted
can
to
we
make sure
just-
I told you.
Can we just try to be like a little bit quiet so that we can get the jump on them?
Okay.
Are we
I
going
suppose
straight up?
it's-
Hmm?
I suppose between me and Sir here, I'm probably the more quiet of the two of us, but
Yeah, let's put you at the front. I definitely think you should go first because you seem so powerful and definitely don't want you to get hit with arrows and swords.
Wait, are we going?
my wonderful personal insight has told me that you're full of it.
Are we
but-
going out of character? Are we going up?
We have to decide in character.
Oh, okay. I thought that's why
'Cause
you said
there's-
he's
'cause
going up the
so-
stairs first.
Because the ground floor, we know that there were 2 guards that were there.
Mm-hmm.
But we know that there was fighting that we could hear. Like
the
it
second
sounded like
floor.
it might have been. Well, it probably.
Do any of you have proficiency in history?
I think
Nope.
Yep,
Uh-huh.
I do. I do.
Anybody who has proficiency in history may roll a history check.
Can I go up to that door and put my ear against it, try to listen through it? See
Yeah,
if
go
I
ahead
can
and roll
hear
a
the
perception check, too.
voices.
Mhm.
Oh, that's
Joe,
not bad.
18. 15 plus 3.
Perception is 16.
Okay. So with that history check, Nova, a lot of times, and you know this especially considering who you're friends with back home, a lot of times in homes like this, when there is a stairs leading up to the upstairs, in an area like this, it usually leads to staff quarters. And those staff quarters usually don't have a door that leads to the main part of the house. Even if it's next to the main part of the house, it's generally incredibly separate to keep the staff away from the family. So while that may lead to the upstairs, there is a very real chance that going upstairs may not necessarily mean that you can get to where the fighting is. However, you also know that houses like this usually have a lot of staff. So if there is a lot going on and you guys weren't seeing any staff because Victoria was not describing staff to you, where are the staff? So those are some factors to keep in mind.
So I think Nova would quietly kind of explain, like, her gut feelings on this. We should probably go through the first door, unless we want to check for survivors upstairs. That's the only reason why you should be going upstairs.
Kehlen, through the door, you do hear the 2 men talking.
Without saying anything, Cal's just going to point at the door and just go,
Okay.
we know for sure that the lady of the house is with someone in the upstairs
Yeah,
part of where the family stays.
It won't be up there. That's
Okay.
staff.
I don't want another family to be slaughtered in their home. So I'm going through that door.
I'm behind you.
All right, that's just what we were trying to decide because there was more than one way to go.
I understand. I just...
But
to
would you
time.
perhaps like a bit of a distraction in the room?
Yes, Kehlen, I would. As he's like straightening
Guidance.
his
I
armor
don't. I don't know. I don't know who needs it more, so I'm giving it to Kehlen if he's being the distraction.
So, Kellen's going to open a little pouch he keeps on his side and draw a small single card out. Actually,
Okay.
before doing that, looking,
I would like to.
is there a gap under the door?
Yes.
What kind of card?
Literally
What
gonna-
kind of card?
Pull the card and just slide it under the door.
Okay.
Oh, is this one of those?
Let me just a second.
let what happens happen.
With my affinity of cards, because I see any detail on this card. Is it a tarot card? Is it a playing card?
Not a tarot card. That's pretty much all you got.
Damn it!
Hold on, let's see. It doesn't really say what sort of card it is.
That's what I'm double checking just really quick to
Oh.
see how I educate it.
Yeah. I mean, if it's easier for you, I have physically I've got a set in front of me if needed.
Yeah, why don't you pull one?
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, what's about to happen?
Let's see. Okay, so...
Why don't you roll? Do you want to pull how I pull?
Oh, how do you pull?
I roll percentile. I add the two numbers, and then I pick a number between 1 and whatever the total is. So roll a percentile. I'll lead you through it. It's completely random.
Oh, okay. That actually sounds entertaining.
That's true. It is entertaining.
Okay, so...
Card pulling is a thing we do.
Okay. So you add the two numbers.
So what'd you roll on your percentile?
88. So an
roll,
80 and an 8.
So 8 plus 8 is 16.
16.
So you pick a number between 1 and 16 to draw from.
Oh, okay. So we'll say...
And then you draw that number.
7.
So you pull 7 cards, flip it over, and that's the card that you pick.
Yep. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and flip. And, oh, this is going to be fucking funny.
What is it?
Ooh, it's
Okay.
fun.
Ace! My method never fails.
Okay.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, that's my
I'm just
boy.
literally pulling it and just sliding it under the door.
Okay.
And then just looking at Sir. No.
So
Just wait for the shouting.
you guys stand there and you listen. And you listen. And you hear, what the fuck? And they start to yell.
What is happening?
Jones is gonna look over at Sir like, after you.
There's a lot of like, what the shit? Jesus Christ, where's that come from? And a lot coming from.
He's so he pulls on his back. It looks like he has like a long sword in a sheath, but he presses a little like switch on the handle, and you hear like some clicking as it locks into place, and he pulls the entire sheath off as a giant greatsword. And he's just like, could you get the door for me, please?
Push the door
Can I
open.
prepare an Eldritch Blast for as soon as I
Sure.
see one of the two guys when he opens the door?
Okay.
I'm
So you're preparing an Eldritch Blast for when you see them?
Yeah, if I see any of the guys in the black armor.
Okay. Kristy, what were you gonna say?
I'm prepping my spiritual weapon. I haven't cast it yet, but I'll cast it the moment there's a show of force from them.
So not just at all, but just if they come for you.
Yeah, if they start rushing us, like if there's any form of like once we're in initiative, then she'll cast it.
Okay. Anybody else before we proceed?
When
Kellen's got his little tube in his hand, but other than
Okay.
that, not doing anything other than opening the door for Sir.
yeah,
All
when the way is open, I'm bull rushing essentially. I don't know what I'm gonna see on the other side of that.
Yeah.
Okay. So door opens, Sir, you bull rush. You see these two men pulling their swords out of their scabbards and looking up at nothing. Well, not nothing. You know it's not nothing. It's a gigantic iron golem.
Holy shit.
Okay.
That's a distraction.
Cool. Yeah, so I guess
And they're like
I'm-
backing up, like getting ready to like fight, and the iron golem is stepping towards them.
Okay. Yeah, the bull rush. I don't know if I'm necessarily going with a sword attack, but probably bull rush for a shove attack to basically barrel over them and knock one prone.
Okay, go ahead. I'll give you all each basically an action before we roll initiative.
Should I roll to see if I hit?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no.
So athletics. Natural 20, 25.
Jeez.
I don't think he can even roll a 25. So are you attempting to knock him prone?
Yeah, basically, like kind of trample him, like, because I didn't know how close they were going to be. I'm getting in the room and just sort of toppling one over.
Okay, so you are able to knock one prone. Vic, what was your roll?
8 plus 6, so that's a 14.
Okay, are you going for the one that Sir just knocked prone, or are you going for the one that is still standing?
The other one that's still standing, because he's got
Okay.
that one handled.
Yep, that hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Purple 3
Okay. All right.
Eldritch blast damage.
Are you entering the
fluffy... Yeah.
Okay. Kehlen, you're right at the door. Are you entering the room as well?
Yeah, just gonna very sort of slowly and calmly just walk in the room, just looking at the 2 Zents.
Okay. So one's prone, one just got hit with an Eldritch Blast. Kristy, anything else that you would like to be doing before we get initiative rolled?
Yeah, because she was holding it, so nothing's happened yet because they haven't made a move against her.
Nope.
So she's not gonna do it until she sees.
They appear to be very preoccupied with this gigantic iron golem that is now in this room. Go ahead and roll initiative. I will describe really quick again kind of what you're seeing. The floor is strewn with about 10 bodies in the middle. You can now actually hear the sounds of fighting coming from a very wide staircase that's in the northwest corner of the room. So that's actually, I believe, directly across from where you are. Yeah, so it's just directly in front of you along the wall. You see the front door, and then the stairs is directly across on the very northwest corner of the room. There are 2 iron chandeliers that are hanging from a very dark mahogany ceiling above you, under which is a very long dining room table carved from a redwood of some kind, surrounded by chairs with the 2 more ornate chairs at the head of the table on each side. Wood paneled walls. There are tapestries that are hanging from them. There's a locked wooden cabinet that it has like fine dishes, silverware, candlesticks, and then a fireplace with the black marble mantle up above which is that framed family portrait of the taller woman with her husband, her 3 children, and a dog. The iron golem is standing between you guys and the stairs and was advancing towards the 2 Zents, one of which is now prone, the other of which got hit with an Eldritch Blast from Tallice. Grabbing your initiatives now. Kehlen?
21.
21. Nova?
16.
Tallice?
22.
22.
Oh, show off.
Good job, you guys.
Natural
Sir?
19.
4.
There it is.
There it is.
I thought about using inspiration, but
Not for an initiative.
No, you're
Save
good.
that for a big moment.
Okay. So, that is the scene that is painted before you. So the staircase is directly in front of you, and then along the west wall there are 2 extra doors, and then there's a door that goes on that western wall as well to Tallice, which you assume is that library that you saw before. So there's the 3 doors: the front door where you just came from, the stairs, the bodies, the Zents, the golem. Tallice, what are you doing?
Okay. Am I able to, like, get from the doorway that I am basically, like, crossing through to the big staircase? Like, well, 1, can I even get there? Because there's, like, all kinds of people. And 2, will I be passing, like, within striking range of the 2 Zents?
You could skirt around them if you want. It would eat up a little bit more movement, but there's also that iron golem that is between you and the stairs as well to keep in mind. If you choose to. You can skirt around the edges, but if you wanted to make a straight shot, you would be passing the Zent on the ground, the iron golem to get to the stairs.
I'm gonna skirt around because I don't know what this golem thing is, and it's cool, but like, I'm gonna skirt around and just try to get as close to the stairs as I can. And then I'm gonna blast the guy again!
Okay, so skirting around. You can kind of get up and around kind of by actually where one of the doors on that western wall is. You would need to cut forward another about 15 feet to get to the stairs. But so it ate up kind of a little bit of movement to kind of skirt around a little bit. But you can still see both of the Zents from there and can use your Eldritch Blast if you would like.
That is a 22 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Little dragon, go! Oh, another 3.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay.
I'm beginning
Kehlen.
to think your little dragon dice does not like being told to go.
It's not a Pokemon. It resents it.
So this one that Sir just sort of trampled over, am I close enough to walk up to him?
Yeah, it's within your movement. It's about 15 feet.
Oh, okay. So, Kehlen is going to walk up to that one on the ground,
Okay.
pulling his little tube out, and then just going to thrust towards him and hit the button.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack.
See if we can't do something here. Okay. Okay, so where's my attack bonus here? Okay, so that is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll your
Okay.
damage.
And is Sir still within 5 feet?
Yes, so you do get your sneak attack.
Okay.
And he's prone, so you have advantage too.
Yeah, you can roll one more time to see if you get a nat 20 if you want.
Nope, that was an 8.
Okay.
Okay, so we need a D6 and a D8. Okay, so that is okay, not bad. 15 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Wow.
So, Sir, you kind of tackled this guy to the ground. I assume you're probably at least like foot on the back place sort of situation.
Yeah.
Kehlen just kind of casually strolls forward, sticks a tube next to it. You've seen this little tube before when you were showing Nim this tube. Nova, you have not seen it, actually, I don't think. But he shoves this tube into the side and presses it, and there's a convulsion of the guy underneath you as he kind of yells out in pain. Is that all that you would like to do with your turn, Mr. Kehlen?
Now pulls the full-length rapier out of...
And yeah,
This
now
guy.
there is a full-length sword. Man.
And then, bonus action, look over at Sir. Well, you seem to doing pretty good. Just keep up what you're doing. And I'm going to take the help action to aid if he goes to attack anybody.
Absolutely. Okay. All right, Nova.
Is it an action to kind of figure out which one of these two potentially killed this woman? Just by their armor or weapons on them?
Killed what woman? Oh, for the woman from the...
Yeah.
I would say... I'll just tell you, it's going to be a little bit difficult to ascertain, especially because you do hear noise upstairs too. Could have been somebody from upstairs. It could have been these two. It could have been, and then there's 2 dead people who match their armor on the ground in the pile of bodies as well. It could have been one of them too. So you kind of take a moment to assess. You probably aren't going to be able to determine it even if you roll.
Okay, so she's just going to do something she hasn't done before, which is cast Spiritual Weapon, and very magical girl-esque, you see the crescent moon tattoo begin to glow on her forehead as she pushes her hand out, and a crescent moon appears, and then it splits like a mirror, so there's 2 of them, and it kind of forms into like the old school Xena chakram, and that she's going to
I love it.
Bring it forward 60 feet and bring it down on the one that Tallice has been hitting.
Okay. Do you want it to go the full 60 feet, or do you want it to...
Well, how far can it go?
They're only like 20 feet from you.
Oh, okay,
so
then it just goes the 20 feet.
Totally
Because I can
range.
summon
Okay,
it up
just
to
wanted to
60
make sure.
feet away from me the first time.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Mhm.
it goes pretty
Okay.
much right over top
Yeah.
of his head. And she's
Cool.
going to roll to hit.
Yeah,
I
go
guess.
ahead.
Spiritual weapon. How do I do you?
It is a melee spell attack.
Okay. Ooh! 19 plus 6.
This is badass.
19 plus 6? Yeah,
19
that
plus
absolutely
6.
hits. So it's a d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Okay. Get my purple one. So it's 4 plus 4. 8 damage!
8 damage. Alright. To the one you said that Tallice hit?
Yeah. And they kind of like separate and come back around and meet when they hit him.
Okay. Sorry, hold on. I accidentally subtracted the last attack from the wrong one, so I gotta do a little bit of math.
That's okay.
I did 3 damage with both blasts.
Okay, I got it. Cool. Alright, thank you. Okay.
That's my bonus action. I have an action left.
Okay.
I'm going
Alright, what are you
to
doing?
Toll the dead, the one on the ground.
Pull the dead. Alright. Wisdom save, correct?
Yes, please.
Okay. 13.
Fail.
Fail, okay. And he has taken damage, so you can use a d12 instead of the d8.
Hell yeah. Hang on, where's my
What does your Toll the Dead sound like?
bamboo wind chimes?
Bamboo wind chimes.
It's so calming as they die.
Ooh, 11!
Ooh,
Okay.
damn.
Look at you go. Okay, so 11 damage from your Toll the Dead. These guys they do not know what hit them. Suddenly, an iron golem appeared. They were trying to take care of that when Sir bum rushed them as he ran in. Immediately after, Tallice bum rushed and came in and shot an Eldritch Blast, which hit this guy in the back. He's surprised. He has no idea what's going on. And then all of that from you just now with these moons that are like cutting him like scissors, and suddenly bamboo wind chimes. He's got blood coming from his ears, from his nose, from his eyes, and is frozen in place and then falls forward to the ground. Dead.
Shit. I wanted to interrogate him. Shit.
She killed someone!
That's
Which
the way the
brings
cookie
us-
Just a
crumbles.
cent.
It sure
Not
does.
exactly a problem.
Nova
is it?
does crumple a little bit, like, oh, I didn't want to hit him that hard. Oh.
Which brings us to the man that is currently prone on the ground. Because, sir, he had his weapon in his hand when he fell. I rolled. He managed to keep a hold of it. Kehlen came in and stabbed him, but he is going to take the opportunity to roll on his back, and his weapon was a mace. So he's going to take his mace over his head and bash it into Sir standing over him, or at least attempt to.
Okay.
Ooh, doesn't work. Not one.
Ooh, doesn't work.
He does have a multi-attack though. So that first one was a nat one, and then
Okay.
he's gonna come in and try one more time for another nat one.
Oh,
That
no
was unfortunate.
Oh, buddy.
Poor dudes. I'm so sorry, Chel.
No, don't apologize to me, man.
Oh, buddy.
Are you wearing your armor right now?
Yes.
Yeah, because
Yeah, because you were made. So it just like thunk bounce, and he's like, what? Thunk bounce. Just bounces right off of your plate armor.
Does it smack him in the head with the net one? Just
No.
Ah, shit.
Okay, so he's going to attempt to get up then, now that he's realized that this isn't gonna frickin' work. He's going to stand up, or at least he's gonna like push himself back so that he's a little bit away from you, probably about 10 feet. So Kehlen and Sir, if you would like to take an opportunity attack against him, a melee attack, you are more than welcome.
yeah. Let me
Uh,
try.
but-
Whoop.
I took the help action, so you have advantage.
That's true, you do have advantage.
Let's see. I mean, it hits, but I want to see how bad it hits. It's like a 21 or a 22.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I haven't hit something in a while. I'm like, where's my? I'm like, what am I?
Yeah, the last time we killed someone, it was that guy's sister.
But
Thanks.
if he survives this, Kehlen is just going to try to knock him to the ground.
Okay, so the great sword version is the 2d6. So it's 6 plus 3, so 9 slashing damage.
Okay. He's still up. Well, I mean, he's on the ground, but he's still conscious.
Okay, and I'm just going to try to see if I can knock him down and stop him from getting away.
Okay, sure. Are you trying to grapple him? Because he's still on the ground. He like backed up on.
Oh, he's still on the ground? Then yeah, I'll, if I can, as an opportunity, I'll try to grapple him. Sure.
Yeah, I would allow that.
Okay.
So we can call that roll your contesting strength roll.
Okay, so that's not great.
Well, his wasn't great either.
That's a 10.
He rolled a 6.
I rolled a 12 and went down.
So, however you would like to get in there and grab him so that he can't go away, you can get in there.
Just sort of dive down, down,
okay.
wrap around.
So you can just take a running dive and just grab him, and he's like, "Who the hell are you people?"
These poor guys.
So he can't keep going on his turn. Sir, it is now your turn.
God, he's pathetic. Tallice, you didn't say anything about a big golem.
I wasn't there before.
Actually, I will say, because he kind of crab crawled back a little bit. There is a moment where he yells at Kehlen to be like, "What the hell is going on?" But he also realizes he's backed up into the golem. And he looks up and he sees that he has been able to actually pass through the golem.
Oh.
So Kehlen, you know now that he knows this is an illusion.
Okay. Got
Which
it.
then in turn you guys know it's an illusion. So
Okay.
there's that piece of information for you.
Served its purpose.
Kehlen looks like he's got that guy. Sir is filled with anger and rage, but he's not a barbarian. I'm gonna use my full movement to go towards the stairs.
Okay. Knowing now that the golem is an illusion, you can simply walk through him. You can get to the top of the first landing of the stairs.
Okay. And I don't see any more people. The fighting is still further up.
There are 2 more landings for you to go up. And then there's a wall to your left that blocks it. You have to kind of go up to the very top of the stairs and around to actually see what's going on to the left. But you can definitely hear it. There is definitely an altercation happening upstairs.
Okay, so I'll use my action to dash and go towards the sound of the rest of the fighting.
So 10 feet gets you to the very, very top of the stairs.
Okay.
So you can kind of move around into the room. You have to kind of circle around the corner to the left a bit, which is this room. It's kind of a foyer, and you see a lot happening here. So give me just a sec to describe.
Okay.
There's quite a bit happening in this area. First, there are multiple doors. At the very top of the stairs, immediately to your right, there is a door. You come around the corner. As you get to the top of the stairs, directly in front of you, on the southern wall, there is a door. Directly to your right, as you are standing facing into this room, when you come around the corner, you're facing the south. So directly to your right, your left. Sorry, getting my map again. There is a set of French doors that are thrown open. Inside which you can see a woman, very tall, dark hair, pulled back into a ponytail with a breastplate on, standing next to a bald half-orc man who is very well dressed in very, very nice armor. In this room also, you can see corpses and weapons of 6 people who are wearing the house livery over chain shirts, and 2 more dead people in black leather armor. Alive in this room, there is a fight in progress. there are 4 people wearing that same livery, fighting off 3 people who are wearing the dark black leather armor.
Okay. So I used 10 feet of my dash movement to get to the top of the stairs to see all of this?
Yes. And then furthermore,
Okay.
one more detail. There's a lot happening in this room.
Yep.
The door to your to the immediately in front of you, which is south of the house, that door is ajar. Beyond that door, you can hear the sound of something banging repeatedly against wood.
Okay.
That is my final detail for you.
Okay. The door is ajar, and inside the room there is sound of beating against wood. It's not something beating on the door.
You don't know if it's something beating against the door.
Like the door's not moving.
No. The door that you can see is ajar, but there's something beating against wood in that room.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
How far away am I? Because I still got 20 feet. How far away am I from the people fighting?
This is not a very large room.
Okay.
The landing at the top of the stairs that you had to turn the corner around is about 10 by 10. And then the room itself is 15 by 25. So it's like 10 feet from you.
Okay. And the Zents are interposed between me and the guards with the livery?
It is kind of a mixed
match.
It's, everybody's in there, everybody's fighting.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Sir will he takes the time to assess, but he's going to he's basically going to get into the fray. He's going to try and flank one of the Zents with one of the livery guards. So like get up behind one. And I will action surge and attack him.
Okay. We have an entirely separate initiative for this, so give me just a second.
So, sorry, I'm busting into your other initiative.
Busting through. It's okay.
Bustin'.
Why don't you make that roll while I'm pulling?
Natural 20.
Well, yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay.
You guys are rolling very well tonight.
Apparently, Sir got 2 natural 20s so far.
Close I got was a natural 19.
Okay.
No ones yet.
I have the damage when you're ready.
Go for it.
17 slashing damage.
Oof.
Okay. So this man appears to not be doing very well. It's very clear that this battle has been going on for quite some time. Everyone in this room is very injured. And it appears that there are people who are getting very tired. This battle has probably been going on for a little bit here. So this attack kind of puts this man sort of teetering on the edge.
Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of like, I didn't want to do like a stab and get the guard, so it's kind of like a running slash across his back. And now I'm kind of in this courtroom dance of violence, and kind of he's got his sword ready just to see if anyone comes at him. And I'll end the turn.
That is the end of that round of initiative. Quick moment, because I've got to pee. We will come back at the top of the initiative with basically 2 separate things happening. We're back in hopefully about 5 to 7 minutes.
BRB fam, we love you. BRB. Enjoy the new intermission art. Hell yeah. We are back.
Welcome back to Waterdeep Dragon Heist Resurfaced, everyone. I believe that we are all set to go to keep going at the top of the initiative, unless anybody has anything that they need to throw out there.
Poop.
True story.
Okay. Thank you for that addition. So we will start then, at the top of the initiative with Tallice. Kehlen has just dive bombed the man again, has him grappled on the ground. You saw Sir run upstairs through the golem, so you know the golem is, at the very least, not real.
Okay. So I had already run part of the way to the stairs.
Yep.
I guess, like, can I get to the top of them with my 30 feet? Or,
Yeah,
like-
yeah. They're 15 feet long, so you can definitely get to the top of them.
Okay, so I go to the top of the stairs, and I see
Turn the
all
corner.
of the doors.
Mm-hmm.
And I see Sir. How far away is, like, the whole fracas that's happening?
From the top of the stairs, it is basically taking up the entirety of the center of the room. So 5 to 10 feet, depending on who you want to go. 5, 10, 15 feet-ish, depending on who you're going for.
But I'm not,
Sir,
like, in melee with any of them, right?
not currently, no. Sir, though the excuse me, I just chugged a lot of ginger ale.
Hell yeah, me too.
My ring light.
Oh no. The Zent that Sir just like circled around to attack. You were roughly 10 feet away from, about directly in front of you. Sir, you kind of just came in and kind of circled around to that first Zent that you saw.
All right. You know what? If I Fairy Fire, I'm gonna hit all of these extra guys, and probably also Sir. So I'm not gonna Fairy Fire, even though I really, 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 really want to. Instead, I'm going to bonus action Hex one of the Zents, one of the other ones that's in there. Probably not the one that Sir's on.
There are 3. You do not want to do the one that's.
Nah, he's got that. He's
okay.
fine. And I'm gonna give him disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna blast him.
Blast him. Do it.
Go, little dragon!
Blast.
Blast him with my Eldritch Blast for a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
And I get hex damage! Okay, that's 4 and 4. So 8 total.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast damage. As a little butterfly hits him in the face.
To the, and I'm just clarifying one more time, not the Zent that, that's Sir hit, right?
Yeah, no, he's got that. He's fine. I'm trying to...
Making sure.
I could steal his kill, though. That would be nah.
Okay. I'm grabbing all these other guys and throwing them in.
I'm stealing the guard's kill. Maybe.
Maybe.
Or, you know, saving his life.
Right. Saving his life.
Totally not stealing kills. Saving everyone.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
That is all of the things that I can do. Action, bonus action, and movement. So, I'm done.
Got it. Kehlen.
Okay, how does this guy look that I sort of tackled, that grabbed onto?
He looks like he's hurting, but could probably keep going if he was attempting to fight. He does have his weapon, on his belt. He hadn't quite gotten it out of his belt before Tallice threw a Eldritch Blast at him. He looks like he has no freaking clue what's going on. He's wriggling a lot underneath you, but he looks really hurt, but like he could keep going.
So, I'm just gonna keep hold of him, but does he look, making a quick judgment call of what I can see as I've grabbed onto him, does he look like a light-fingered individual? Like, do
yes.
I think if I start... Okay. I'm going to look at him in Thieves' Cant. Say, right, now I'm looking for a little bit of information. If you share, we should be able to get you out of here without any more fuss.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay, where did my thing go here?
Nova's
Okay,
watching this very closely.
Not horrible, not great, but that is, where is, you said persuasion, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Very freaking nice. I forgot that I took expertise in that.
Okay.
That is a 23.
Okay. He does not respond, but he does stop wiggling underneath you.
I need to find a man by the name of Erstel. And
Who are you?
I'm a friend.
Of Ursel. Okay.
I'm stuck with these folks until I can find him. Other people are looking for him, so I was sent to help him out.
Okay. I will educate that on his turn when that comes up in a minute. Okay. Nova, it's your turn. You said you're watching this situation very closely.
Can I gauge what's happening here?
He stopped wiggling. They're talking. He looks, the man that Kehlen is on top of looks extremely confused. But that's pretty much all you can gauge.
Let me roll something. Okay. So she's gonna walk over.
Okay.
You have 6 seconds to start talking about what happened here and why these innocent people are dead, or your soul is forfeit. 5.
Okay. Intimidation check.
Intimidation?
Yes.
Dirty 20.
Not exactly the opposite.
So he pauses this brief conversation with Kehlen, looks at Nova, looks back to Kehlen, looks at Nova.
4.
What do you want me to say?
Why are these innocent people dead? What are you doing here? 3.
Doesn't say anything.
2.
Doesn't say anything.
Alright. She is using her spiritual weapon as a bonus action.
Okay.
Shadow Nova.
Dirty 20 to hit.
It hits. So go ahead and roll your damage. So as he sees this weapon coming towards him, his eyes kind of widen, and really quickly in that moment, before he's very likely going to be very hurt, turns to Kehlen and says in Thieves' Cant, he's upstairs.
$12 damage.
He's dead. He's gone.
Well, thanks for being helpful before you went, buddy.
You don't know that. You know nothing.
Did you Sailor Moon decapitate?
Yeah, if you would like to describe what happens, that's all. Yeah, okay.
She doesn't decapitate him, but she, like, as he's speaking, like, she sees him speaking, she cuts off his throat. Like, just cuts it.
Alright.
She kind of just looks at Kehlen up and down. Are you with us?
To the end, as I told Sir.
Do I believe him?
What are you trying to ascertain?
Does he have our back here? Is he going to be a problem? Does he have our back here?
Roll an insight check.
Uh, 23.
You believe him when he says he's here to help you.
So I will start moving up the stairs with the rest of my movement. Probably not very far.
Okay. With the rest of your movement, you were pretty close. So I'd say you can get to the top of the stairs and you've got about 10 feet left. 5 feet left. But you see the altercation before you.
And that was an action to intimidate, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, then that's my turn.
Okay. Which brings us to actually the Zent that Sir hurt. So he is going to take an opportunity to turn. He sees you likely rearing to pull up another attack, looks back and sees the person he was already attacking, turns and whips his sword around and attempts to attack you, sir.
Okay. Natural 1. Stop
No,
trying to hit me. I guess.
Apparently. It was a different die, too.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry.
5 to hit, which doesn't obviously. So swings his mace or sword around, bounces off of your armor again, Anyway.
Does he have a
Next is-
multi-attack?
He does, actually. Thank you for reminding me.
Hit me!
No, that one doesn't hit either. It was a
Oh.
7. A 7 to hit.
Yeah, it's just he's because he's doing the manic spin around. And he's like, oh, okay, ting ting.
Yeah, it was kind of like a panic, like, Fighter 5 has entered the game kind of situation, and you just don't know what's going on.
Giant tiefling with a giant sword.
Yeah. Coinkadinkly enough, it is the guard who he was fighting's turn next, who is going to go to attack him. Of course, he rolls well. Twice with his longsword. The second one does not hit, but the first one does. He's using it two-handed to hit this man. Yeah, he's got a +3 to his damage. He only has 3 hit points left, so I'm not even going to roll for it. So he's turned to attack you, and the guard behind him just straight down on this man, kind of cleaves into his shoulder a bit, pulls it out, and he crumples to the ground. And gives you like a quizzical look.
Look down at the body, look up at him. Kind of like,
Are you with us or against us?
Not your enemy.
Fight by all means then, and he goes back into the fray.
and then we just go, okay.
Another guard. It's his turn, goes for another one of the Zents. Does not hit for the first attack. Does not hit for the second attack. So it's kind of a parry both ways with that Zent that he's fighting. Nova, it is now your turn. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's another guard's turn. I have my second initiative that I pulled into, so I forgot I had to you guys.
You're good, you're good. I'm not there yet. I'm almost there, I promise.
I'm just gonna quick roll these really quick because it's just a bunch of guards in a row. So you see another guard go to cleave into another of the Zents. This one makes contact with both hits for 8 plus 14 damage to this Zentrum agent. Another guard comes in, misses with the first, misses with the second. Zentrum agent, I've got all of them like in a row. Zentrum agent counters with a hit for the first and the second. Oh, the second was a 20. So the first attack is a solid 8 damage. Second attack, 12, and then 18 damage. That guard is not looking very good. Next, Zent goes in for another attack to guard. First does not hit, second does, for 9 damage. Which brings us to Sir, I believe.
Okay, so I have that quick
right.
little. I have the rapport with the one guard. Did I see the Eldritch Blast come in? Can I see Tallice at the stairs?
Yeah, and you actually see Nova too.
Oh, okay. He was gonna say something to you, but I don't think that he would in this moment. I think he's just kind of gonna go assist. I want to attack the Zent that's fighting the guard that doesn't look too good.
Okay.
So just sort of had the quick little rapport with the guard, see you two, and then kind of like a turn over the shoulder, and I'm gonna try and cleave that Zent in the back if I can get in the flank.
Sure. Go ahead. Yeah, you can.
Okay.
This is very close quarters fighting. Actually enough that I'll say that you get an opportunity attack against you moving through, which does actually hit.
Okay.
For 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
But that is the only one, so you can move forward and try to get behind him.
Yeah, so he kind of rolls with the slash, and he'll. I don't think he's gonna hit. Oh, maybe 16.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna check something. Do I have great weapon fighting, so I can re-roll that damage die. Better. Okay. 7, 8, 9, 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
And that's
Still up, but definitely not looking good.
okay. Yep, that's it. He gives the look at the girls, takes the hit, and then slashes.
Okay. Back at the top of the initiative with Tallice.
So these guys are they're pretty much done at this point, right? Like everyone's pretty freaking hurt.
Everyone looks pretty hurt, but everyone looks like they're still kind of raring to go. You're not entirely sure. If you'd like to take your action to actually ascertain the situation, you can.
Do I hear the banging noise that Sir heard when he went up the stairs?
Yep, anybody who's in this room, you can hear that.
Okay, how far away am I from that room?
Ow! I just dropped that
Did you
chopstick I just used and it landed right on my toe.
Owie.
15... No, I'm sorry. 20 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna just bink, Eldritch Blast the guy that I hexed real quick, right?
Okay.
Because he's still alive, right?
Yep.
Okay. Little dragon go! Oh no. Maybe. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14?
That does hit.
Okay. Little dragon go! That's 5 necrotic and 4 force damage for a total of 9 Eldritch Blast damage.
Alright, he is not looking good. Very unsteady on his feet.
Okay. That seems like mostly dealt with. I'm gonna skip over to the room where the banging noise was.
Okay.
I don't know if the person's right there or I can't do much other than go in there. Oh.
Okay. No, I heard you. No worries. My headphones.
Okay.
So heading to that door, like I said, it is about 20 feet away. The door is ajar, so you can prop it open a little bit to look inside, which shows you a bathroom.
Bathroom?
Mm-hmm. There is a curtain to the east that's been drawn back that's kind of revealing a claw-footed bathtub. There's a chamber pot, there's a wash bin, or a wash basin. And then also in this room there is a man.
Mm-hmm.
Clad in leather armor. A couple daggers on his belt, a sword on his belt. He has very, very angular features, angular jaw, very large, beak sort of nose. Dark hair that kind of comes forward onto his face a little bit. Appears to be quite injured. Very sweaty, and he is kicking at that door. That is on the opposite wall in this bathroom.
Okay, that's
hear
everything. Oh,
Go
sorry.
ahead, sorry.
Go. No, I was gonna say
I was
that's
just-
pretty much everything we can do, but I need to check my notes for something because
Sure.
I can do it while everything else is going on because my turn is basically done.
Sounds good. Kehlen.
Okay. How far would it take me to get up to the top of the stairs? How far away
You're
am I?
basically at the foot of the stairs, so the very top of the stairs is 15.
Is 15?
Yes. 1-5.
Okay, so run up to the top of the stairs. Do I
Kinda
see the
turn.
individual that I was described?
Not in the immediate but you do see across the room and a door ajar with Tallice standing in the doorway. You can see an individual in that room, and you can hear the wood being beat. And then you can also see the two individuals, the woman with the half-orc in the other room as well.
Oh.
The description that you gave does this person match the description that Draken gave me when I was outside of the cave with him in the mountain and I was using my Mask of Many Faces to make Ursula's face?
Yes.
Ah!
You!
Okay, that's all. That's what I was looking for.
And you said I can see this individual as well?
You can see his back.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
you're
not
not
seeing him there,
100% sure that it's him, but you don't see him here, so...
I'll just try to get him to turn around. What does Tallice look like as I'm looking at her?
I assume you're facing into the room, so probably you could see her back as well.
Okay. Kellen's gonna walk in and say, well, if you're the one I've been looking for, I think it's about time that all of us get out of here.
To the man in the room?
To the man in the room, and just, because it would have been 15, so it's probably most of my movement to get up there, so I'm going to use cunning action to dash.
Okay,
to
fair
get
enough.
right
You
up
can
in
get...
between him and
Yeah.
Tallice.
Yeah, you can get right in there. He turns, face red, sweaty, kind of a gash across his cheek. There's gashes in his armor. It looks like he's been attacked a little bit. Very much the man you're looking for. Very much fits the description of the man that you are looking for. And he turns to you. He says, "Who the bloody hell are you?"
Someone has been looking for you, and I think it's about time we all get out of here before we all end up dead.
Not before I get into this room. And he points behind him.
I think the fuck not!
Take it! Take my inspiration! I don't want it anymore!
So,
I'm staring daggers at Kehlen.
So, because Kehlen I don't believe Kehlen knows this, but, so I'm considering this a deceit, but I'll let the DM decide. Kellen's going to look at this individual and say, listen, this one was sent by the Zhentarim to kill you. You can leave with me and the others, or I can leave you with her.
Pointing at
Pointing
Tallice.
at Tallice.
Roll a deception check.
He's trying to say that Tallice was sent by the Zent to kill him?
To kill him, yeah.
Okay.
At this point, after hearing her shout that out, Kellen's worried that she's going to flip and kill him. So trying
Fair.
to convince him to move out the room.
Fair.
Okay, deception, that's a 15. Not great.
Okay. So we're kind of acting a little bit like I'm being very lenient with you because it's a big deal. Pulls his sword from his belt, points it at Tallice. Doesn't go to attack. It's kind of like the point towards under the chin sort of. And says, "Then you don't fucking move while I get into this room. Do you understand me?"
Fuck you!
She's so tired of men telling her what to do.
I'm
It
sorry.
appears he's heard you at the very least, Kehlen.
Okay.
But he is very determined to get into this room. He has not moved. Let me throw him into the initiative really quick. This is a lot. I'm having fun, guys.
Half turn back towards Tallice. Can we at least not kill him?
Fuck you!
Sort of knew that was coming.
Tallice is so done. Tallice is so done.
Oh, okay. So with the initiative, actually, it's not turn. So he's going to take one last kick at the door. Roll a strength check for him. Not great, no. So he takes another kick at the door, It appears the door's weakening, but he isn't able to get into the room. And there's kind of a in front. He to Tallice and Kehlen, it's very apparent that he is very desperate at this point. Like it may not be acting of his right mind. He very desperately wants to get into that room, and as a result, he's not going to actually leave. That's what he wants to do, so he's going to stay there and attempt to do so on his next turn. Which brings us to a group of guards. And so the first guard going to attempt to attack a Zent agent. Both hit, and the second guard is also going to attack a Zent agent, and both hit. So first Zent dies. Tallice, this is the one that you hexed. Second Zent is not looking good, but is definitely still alive. Nova, it's your turn.
How many Zents are still standing?
1.
Did I hear the commotion going on with Tallice and Kehlen?
Oh, absolutely. Tallice, you may not have been able to hear exactly what Kehlen was saying, or the man in the, but Tallice is definitely yelling. So
how far am I from Tallice?
Are you still at the top of the stairs, or did you move into the room?
I'm assuming I haven't moved yet, so I'm still at the top of the stairs.
Okay, so about 20 feet.
Okay, so bonus action, I will bring my moons up into the battlefield, but I don't think they can hit anything, because it's only 20 feet up. They have to go up the stairs.
What's your movement that you can move it as a bonus action?
20 feet per bonus action.
Okay, so it's 15 feet, and then you can get it 5 feet into the room, but you can't get it to anyone to
That's
attack.
fine, so I'm going to put it into the room.
Okay.
And she's in the room currently, or off to the side?
Tallice? So directly across from the stairs from where you're standing straight, there is a door that was ajar. Tallice is in that doorway, so she's kind of like at the edge of like the two rooms. And so is Kehlen. They're both having a bit of an argument over there.
Can I still see into the room if I get to Tallice? Like if I were to look back, can I still see things, or is it out of the way?
Are you moving up to Tallice to look into that room?
Yeah, like if I were to get up to, do I think line of sight would still be on Ace in the battlefield, or is it like around a corner?
It's just immediately straight. So you'd be able to see the battlefield, you'd be able to see the door. You're still like in that room. Yeah.
Okay, so I will move up to Tallice to see what the fuck's going on first.
Okay, so you can see that man that's in that room who had just attempted to kick the door open again. Tallice standing in the doorway looking extremely incredulous and angry at both of them. And Kehlen turned to Tallice, a little bit of a pleading look, kind of like,
Tell us what's going on.
Fuck both of them! Backstabber! I'm like frothing at the mouth, basically.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she believes Tallice, so, she's going to hit the guy at the door with Toll the Dead.
You're gonna hit Urstel?
Yeah.
You don't know he's Urstel, but...
No.
Okay. So, with save from my man Urstel here.
I don't know what's going on, but everyone stop!
19.
Okay, so he's saved.
Yeah.
That's my turn, I think.
Okay. 2 more guards go on the offensive towards that last Zent. 1 hits, 1 doesn't. He doesn't have a lot of hit points left, so I will just roll that first attack before the other guard. Yeah, that Zent is down. I'm going to pull us out of initiative. All the Zents are dead. Have at it, my friends.
Okay, I am moving my hex to Erstal, gets disadvantage on strength, and then I'm screaming, Sire Kehlen betrayed us! And I'm going to fucking chart person Erstal and Kehlen.
Okay, I'll keep the
They have
initiative going.
advantage.
That's fine.
They have advantage.
Okay.
I'm so mad. Well, yeah, if we're fighting them, they have advantage. But I'm mad right now.
I mean, you're not technically fighting Kehlen. I don't know.
I don't know what happened. I'm just here.
Let me look really quick.
I'm so mad.
Yeah, I could tell by your everything.
Okay. So I will say, Kehlen, you do not get advantage because you technically weren't fighting up until this point, but Erstal does. Wisdom save, please.
I'm gonna rage vomit.
Okay, I got hope. That's 16.
15 from Erstal.
My save was a 14. I didn't think it was gonna work, but he's still hexed. And
Erstal takes one more hit at the door. A nat 20. Gets that perfect spot right where the knob is and where the door latches into the door frame, and there's a splinter as the wood breaks. The door flies open and hits the wall behind it with a bang. It's very clear that this is a bedroom he is walking into. He marches on in.
Can we run after him?
I don't know what's
gonna go chase and try to get in front of Tallice to stay in between the two of them.
I don't know what's happening, so out of instinct, I'd like to channel divinity this newcomer dude.
The one who just broke the door open?
Yeah.
Okay. What? Let me go look at your sheet real quick. What is your channel divinity that you're using?
Trying to take muscle memory.
So you're trying to take one of his proficiencies?
Yes, please.
Okay. Alright, channel divinity. There are a few things he is proficient in. Tools. Thieves can't. He's proficient with daggers, with poisons, with rapiers, weapons, dexterity, and intelligence checks, perception checks.
And he hasn't had a weapon on him this whole time. Or did he have the weapon out?
He pulled a weapon out and had pointed it at Tallice to threaten her, and then turned back and kicked the door. So he has.
So he still has the weapon in his hand.
Yep.
Is that the rapier?
Yes.
Yeah. She's gonna take his proficiency with the rapier away.
Okay. Sounds good. So, Kehlen, you're attempting to get between her and Erstal?
I'm just trying to place myself between them so I can try to get a moment to speak with him before.
Okay. Kehlen runs into the room, kind of gets between two of you. What are you doing, Tallice?
I'm going in there!
Okay. Kehlen, you are, as far as position is concerned, you're between them. What would you like to do as she is bum rushing her way in?
Does she look like she means to attack him?
Vic? Does she look like she's on the aggressive, gonna attack this man?
I mean, I'm not gonna, hit him with a weapon. I wanna freaking jump on him.
So she probably looks a little aggressive, yeah.
I'm gonna
wants to grapple him.
Monkey.
I'm gonna jump on him. I think she looks a little aggressive.
I'm gonna spider monkey on him.
But Kellen's gonna look at her and she's coming again, putting the rapier away, 2 hands up. Right, I need him alive. You need to back down.
No. She's going. Kehlen is dead to her, and Kellen's about to be dead in like, give me a couple more rounds, and this will all be sorted. Ignored.
Are you attempting to stop her, or are you letting her go by?
I'm looking past her to see what... I don't know where Sir is. I haven't seen him. I'm looking to see what Nova's doing.
You all ran past me, actually.
Well, right. So as far as I know, you're still out there.
I am.
I'm just looking over at Nova, just being like... I'm seeing if Nova's going to step in or anything.
What is he doing?
Urstel?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Because
you've entered
Nova's
this
been watching
room.
him while they're fighting. She's focused on him.
Yeah, he has entered this room. Tallice is running after him. So this room is a bedroom of some kind. It's like a wood paneled bed chamber. There's a bird cage that's sitting on a table, and also a bed. In the bird cage is a few flying snakes. And behind the bed, a man is crouched and cowering. Like tucked into the side of the bed between the wall. Urstel is making a beeline towards that man. He grabs him by the scruff, drops his rapier, picks up a dagger from his boot, turns, and holds the dagger to the man's throat.
The moment he pulled out the second weapon... do I want to try this?
To be clear, he is not going to slash this man's throat. It is he's threatening to if anybody comes closer.
Yeah, I don't think he gets advantage. I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions on the room.
Okay. Yeah, he's very elevated.
So the entire room has to make a charisma saving throw. You can choose to fail
each humanoid in a 20-foot radius.
or you can choose to fight it, but there's no advantage here.
So Kehlen,
17.
Tallice, Urstel, and then the other man. Urstel rolled an 8.
Okay, he
You
failed.
said charisma?
Charisma, yeah.
Charisma save is 22.
And the man that he's holding a dagger to rolled nat 20. So Urstel failed, but
Everybody else
like
saved.
everybody else might have saved.
That's fine.
Hey,
that's
that's the
what I
guy.
wanted
That's-
mostly. I kind of
That's
figured
the
Tallice would be
goal.
fine, so it was mostly him to drop his weapon. So I'm trying to get him to calm down.
So the calm emotions
Lasts for a
suppresses
minute.
and it suppresses any strong emotions. So his shoulders kind of fall and he's breathing a bit more evenly because he was like wired, like shaking, like trying to get this shit done. He's still holding the dagger to the throat, but he appears significantly calmer.
No one else needs to die. Let him go.
You can see the guards. So really quick, just in the other room,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay.
There are 4 guards that are there with you. 2 have kind of congregated outside the door where this altercation is happening. The other 2 have actually gone into the other room.
They just left. Like they just left me.
They didn't leave you. There's those 2 French doors that are thrown open. It's a very open kind of floor plan, but they have gone into that other room to talk to that woman that was there. You do see that woman is no longer there. In the altercation, it appears she may have gone somewhere, you're not sure where. The half-orc is still standing there. The 2 guards go and speak to that man. So that is what you were seeing.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Okay. Am I in time with what they've done, or did you roll back time a little bit?
After I've described all of this movement, I'd say you're back just a little bit, but not very much. So if there's
Okay.
something that you would have done before the whole calm emotions thing happened, you can tell.
Yeah. So because I believe Victoria didn't Tallice yell, "Sir,
Kehlen betrayed us.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a Pavlov's whistle. Whenever one of these girls yells "sir," he moves towards wherever he's called. So unless the guards are aggressively keeping me out of that room, I moved with the two guards that were going towards that altercation, and I'm ignoring the French doors.
That's fine. They appear like they're coming in to try to alleviate the situation. So when you move with them, one of the guards does kind of hold his hand out and says, "What are you doing?"
Those are my people in there. And your people, I'm guessing.
He nods.
So let's go figure out what's going on.
Kind of steps forward. He keeps his hand out so that you don't rush the room, but steps forward a bit.
Okay. Yeah, I'll walk with him, not push past him.
All right. Back to you, Kristy. With Erstal and Kehlen and Tallice, everybody who's in that room.
Let him go. No one's going to hurt you.
Not until she gives it to me.
Gives what? Who?
She knows. And he sees the guard step up and goes, "You know."
Let him go, please.
He ignores you, looks up to the guard and says, "Tell her to get it, or he gets it now."
Does this man that he's holding look like the guy that was in the portrait? Is this like the husband?
Yes.
And how far am I and these two guards? Like, are we like outside the door that he kicked in, looking into the room?
I'd say you guys are in the bathroom that's looking into.
Okay. Sir would kind of, he sees that like Nova's trying to do a negotiation, so he's like, "Listen, man, think about what's your plan here. Where are you going to go? What are you going to do?"
"I need it. Tell her to get it, or I'm killing him now." She knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Are the guards reacting in any way when he was like, "You know"?
They kind of like looked at each other. One of the guards remained outside while the one that you were speaking with went into the bathroom with you. Nod a bit, he walks away. Goes into the other room. Where the French doors were.
I'm literally so irritated right now. I can't even think of what I wanted to say or do.
I mean, I don't have anything.
He turns to Kehlen and says, "Who are you?"
Muted.
Someone who is sent to look for you. I have need for your assistance in order to save a friend of mine by the name of Krentz.
Wait, Krentz?
Krentz? Your buddy is with Krentz? Oh,
wait, wasn't Krentz the eyeball tattoo head guy?
It's the eyeball tattoo bald guy that that escaped. Because I was like, "Krentz, help us out here, Krentz," and he fucking ran like a little bitch.
Oh, that one. The little bitch.
Oh
okay,
my
I remember
God.
now.
He kind of... Who's Krentz?
Oh my God.
Who sent you?
Kellen's gonna reach down and take his hair, pull the hair off the side of his head to show the tattoo on the side of his skull.
What is it?
You have the eyeball, don't you?
Is it eyeballs?
Yeah! We were checking the arms for snakes. We didn't check the head for eyeballs.
For eyeballs!
Brush the hair back over. Let's just say he screwed up a big job, and you've got information I need to save him.
He's hesitating.
Am I running out of the minute on calm emotions?
I'd say it's about now. Yeah.
About now?
Yeah.
Okay. just before it drops, Ace is in the room with me?
Mm-hmm. At the doorway, but yeah.
Get ready. And I message Ace to get ready, and I cast Command on Ursel to drop. So he drops whatever he's holding, including the weapon
What's the
and
save?
the man. It is Wisdom.
And you told me on the telepathically
Just before
to get ready?
the calm emotion passed out, I was keeping track of the time, and she told you to get ready.
Okay. Can I say what I would prepare just in case this works before I know whether it works or not?
Sure.
Because it was what I was considering doing anyway, so I will have Mage Hand prepared.
Okay.
Because I was going to grab the knife, so if he drops it, Sir will kind of try to use Mage Hand to grab the knife and with the Mage Hand and pull it out of the way.
Okay, sounds good. He rolled a 5.
Oh, Nova, you're back!
Oh, I love you, Nova, so much!
So hand to his throat. The knife drops. The man that he was holding stumbles forward to get the fuck away. Sorry, you can grab the knife.
Force grab.
If he drops the thing, I want to fucking blast this man!
I didn't message you, I just messaged Ace.
Yeah, but if I see him drop the stuff.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying. You do you, because Nova did not give you any indication of what was happening.
Part of me also wants to blast Kehlen.
You can roll a Eldritch Blast attack at Rachel if you would like.
I don't think that's gonna hit. 13. I don't think that's gonna hit this man. He's roguey.
Nope,
roguey.
does not hit.
He's rogue.
So you shoot your Eldritch Blast and he ducks.
Just keep pulling the dagger. Oh, he still has a rapier though.
Which he's not
Which
But he's not
proficient
proficient in it.
I was just about to say he picks up.
I rush forward to get in front.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting my body in between the man he was gonna stab.
Okay, the man runs back towards the guard who grabs him and pulls him out into the other room. You can be between him and the door.
Yep. Shield up. Something I've never done before.
Bum rush Ursel. Bum rush Ursel.
He's got the rapier in his hand, but he's holding his hand up like this.
Oh.
No one else has to die.
And he's like pointing.
What is it?
Tell me, I say mentally.
No, he says mentally.
Then
She
we can't
knows.
help you. You're shit out of luck. I'm trying to help.
You have nothing else to bargain with.
He looks to Kehlen.
Tons of sort of looking back and forth. Still 2 hands up, sort of like this towards Tallice. Keeps looking back over at him.
Okay. So a series of events is about to happen.
Okay. Oh
Let me
boy.
just get my shit up really quick.
Hey, Kristy, by the way, that was freaking amazing.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know that was gonna work. I was
That
like,
was
what do I have prepared?
that was we had a little bit of a that was good. If I was there, I'd
Mind meld. Oh my god. High five.
Okay. So he had his hand up, he points. But the way that his fingers are, Kehlen, roll me a perception check.
Yeah, not wonderful. Perception 11.
Okay, a 10 would have done it. Especially because you were paying attention to him. It's basically, so thieves can't, it can be language. There is a spoken language, but there's also sort of a sign language that goes along with it. There are symbols that go along with it. There are things that are representation of other things that go along with it. It's a very complicated little language. The point comes along with a bit of a hand flourish that is kind of disguised as like a point and coming down, which you recognize Kehlen as a basically watch me.
Just looking in between
Like
and
pay
just,
attention to me.
yeah, just keeping an eye back, but watching him, but every once in a while just sort of glancing to see what Tallice is doing, but definitely watching him.
Okay. He says out loud to everyone, I don't want anyone else to die. I just need her to give it to me.
People already died because of you and your stupid guards on top of your stupid mountain.
You don't understand. This is way bigger than you think it is.
All I see is one man with a sword and nothing else to bargain with.
He drops the sword.
I go and grab it.
Kehlen, keeping kind of an eye on him, his hand is kind of by his belt. Fingers, he's like itchy fingers, still holding his hand up. You can grab his rapier. He lets you.
There's no out for you. You lost. You lose.
This is bigger than you think it is. You do not understand what's going on here.
If you're not gonna enlighten anybody.
Is this about the holiday?
What? What the fuck does that mean?
Just checking.
I think we all know what this is probably about. You don't have what you thought you have anymore, do you? That's why you're so upset. So where's the nimble right then?
Ask her! And he points out the door.
We don't need to.
And he kind of...
Kehlen?
Oh, you guys are so fucking naive. What? What do you think you're going to say to him? Finger still by his belt, Kehlen.
Kehlen?
Watching and glances over at Nova.
Do you still have the umbrella?
No, I put it in the bag of holding. He doesn't have that.
Oh, okay. Then
So
I'll
you
just
have
pull
it.
it out. Kehlen, are you
What
still
What the
with
fuck
us?
is that?
Is Tallice wrong or is she right? Not gonna answer me?
I can check, and I'll know for sure that he doesn't have the stone. That's what he's looking for. I'm gonna start patting Urstel down and see if he has the fucking stone of the.
The second you say the stone, he kind of looks at you with like a brow, like, what?
I press the handle.
The umbrella doesn't move. It moved when you got here. It doesn't move now.
She bamped out of here with it. Or
It's
something.
fine.
Or it's... Well...
There's more to this than you understand.
Then explain it. There's so much going on.
Where are you standing, Tallice?
I'm in this guy's fucking business. I want to like pat him down. I want to like TSA pat this man down.
No.
Back off of me.
I think the fuck not.
If you're not moving, he pushes you away.
I push him back.
Oh no, they're like 5-year-olds.
when Sir sees that the umbrella doesn't work, he wants to just make sure that like he wants to have just a little bit of Nova's attention. He's gonna tap his earring a bit to just be like, I'm gonna stay in touch, but I'm going to actually leave.
Do you want it?
I'll take it. Yeah, he'll take it, but he's going to actually leave the room.
Kehlen, you didn't answer my question.
What was that now? Sorry, a bit tense going on here.
I'm asking if Tallice is right or if she's wrong. Are you with us or are you not?
I'm certainly not against you. I'm against her murdering this man, as he has information I need to help someone.
Yeah, we know Krentz. He's an asshole.
Well, right, and you're right, bitch, but you don't see me putting that out there.
Yeah, but we
Krentz is in
can
trouble
help
and I
you.
need this
Okay,
man's help.
okay, no need for name calling!
I want to pat him down. I want to make sure that Ursula doesn't have shit in his pockets. I don't trust.
He like pushes you away a little bit.
No.
He's like, do you want me to empty my pockets? Here, and there's a bottle of poison that he tosses on the ground. He pulls a dagger out of his belt.
Okay.
I don't have the fucking stone.
Do I believe him?
Oh, inside check.
I'll also.
I mean, I don't, but that's
insight.
8. That's an 8.
I think
Hard to read.
the lady of this house
Yeah, I
sent the
think
nimble
she's
right
got
to
it.
get it, and he's pissed off because she stole it from him.
17 plus.
Oh my god, what?
6?
Wait, did you say? Okay.
What?
He doesn't
Okay.
have the stone. With the
He's all
desperation in this
sweaty.
man's voice, he doesn't have the stone.
He doesn't have the
He
stone.
came here to take
get
it back.
the stone, yeah. Probably because the nimble right
But-
has it.
Okay, but is he like dirty? Is he like bloody? Is he like messed up? Does he look like he got caught in a fireball explosion?
If you take a moment to take a peek at this man, clothes are singed, he's burned, he's slashed, he's beaten, he's bruised.
She attacked him. Or, yeah.
He was the third one. They said there was a third one.
Yeah. When Sir left, because his, I want to go back into the room with the French doors.
Okay. There are 2 guards there now speaking to a half-orc.
Yeah.
I have something when he's done.
Because I don't want to be too suspicious, but I'll tell you what his like brain is thinking. I think when she had the chance that she went through some sort of maybe secret passage from this room. I don't think that she's gone. It's impossible. I don't think she's like bamfed somewhere that it's far enough that the umbrella isn't working. I think she's in basically like a panic room. So
Okay.
I think Sir's coming in here. They'll probably, if they stop, they'll probably stop talking and look at him. But I'm trying to see the edges of this room, if there is something that possibly, because I don't know how close I can get to it, but like if there's like a sconce or something that looks like it could maybe have been messed with and she was escorted out of this room by like a secret passage.
Okay. So you enter this room. This particular room. Let me grab my notes
And
here.
my sword will be sheathed to not like be like, I'm coming in here with a weapon. Yeah.
Okay. The 3 of you still in the room. Can you roll a perception check for me while I do this?
Yeah.
Get that
I have a
ready to go.
question for him when you're done.
Sure.
Little dragon.
So, in this room, it appears to be a master bedroom of some kind. There is a 4-poster bed that has like the task or the organza like flowing over it. There is a locked wooden trunk that is at the foot of this canopied bed. There is a claw-footed bathtub that sits in the northwest alcove of this room that has like a curtain kind of around it. There's a fireplace in the southeast corner of this room, above which is a shield that bears the Growlhound coat of arms, which is a face that is half human and half some sort of creature with a horn. There's a tall mahogany wardrobe stuffed that's kind of open a little bit that you can see has kind of like it's like got expensive gowns and dress clothes. And then to the southern wall there is a door. The 2 guards are standing in this room and kind of in the middle, honestly, speaking to the half-orc. They turn when they see you enter.
Okay, so he's kind of giving the turnaround, but I'm gonna just walk up to them, not gonna say anything. I'm waiting to see what they say to me first.
The half-orc actually speaks up the moment you step up. That was some nice fighting that you did in that.
Thank you. Seemed like you got into kind of a bit of a scrape.
Well, I've been a bit fine in here. I've been keeping the lady and children safe. Altercation happening over there, though, I've heard. What's going on?
There was some sort of hostage situation. And de-escalated. My friends, have the man pretty much taken care of. He's disarmed.
The man, the lord of the house. Is he... He's kind of like leaning over. He's still with the guard that's over there.
He's okay.
Is he hurt in any way? Okay.
Shake him up.
Not that I don't appreciate the assistance in any kind of way, but who are you and why are you in our home?
That's a fair assumption. My name is Sir. Believe me or not, I'm a bouncer at the 3 of Cups. Why I'm in your home is what I'm hoping that you can help me with. We're looking for a nimble right.
A nimble right.
Mm-hmm.
There was one gifted to the lady of the house about a month ago.
Fits the time frame for the one.
Not sure that it's here at the moment. Kind of runs out in the city pretty frequently to do a few errands for her. Why are you on the search for our house nimble right?
Possibly for a similar reason why these men may have attacked you. The nimble right may be in charge of many deaths today, this morning.
I heard about the explosion in Trollskull Alley.
Yes. My friends and I, we asked a couple questions, got some information. We believe that the nimble right is responsible, and we were able to follow it, or at least know that it seems to be from here, as you said, but you don't think that it's here right now.
I know that it's not here right now.
Okay. Well, that is why we were here, because we tracked it here. So when did it leave, if you mind me asking? I'm here for the
It's been gone for the day. And you're not going to be leaving with a number right, even if it were here.
I'm not trying to take it. We are trying to get to the bottom of many, many deaths, and in all honesty, stumbled upon this scene and realized that there were some people in danger. I'm sorry for making my way into your home. I've answered your questions. Can you please answer some of mine?
That would depend on the content of the questions. Again, assistance appreciated, but this is not your house.
I understand it's not my house. The man whom my people have cornered right now was asking for something to be brought to him by the lady of your house. It is why that they came here and attacked your people. And I just want to know what it is.
If he's asking for any particular item the lady of the house might have, he's sorely mistaken that there's anything she has in her possession that he would want, unless he wants money or anything like that, which I suppose she has, but...
Your gods seem to know what he was talking about when he referred to it.
And what gives you that impression?
He pointed at them, said, "You know what I'm talking about." And from the looks on their faces, they did. One nodded to the other, and he walked off as if he was going to either retrieve the lady or retrieve the item.
So there's a hostage situation in which somebody requesting something in order to make that go away. Someone leaves to confer with their colleagues or their employer, and you automatically assume that that means he understood and knew what was going on?
I believe that it means that there is at least a familiarity with whatever is being talked about that no one seems to want to name. That's all.
You're
I'm saying.
sorely mistaken.
I don't think I am.
I think you are.
Okay.
Why don't you step out of the room?
I'll step back into the doorway.
One of the guards follows you.
Are they okay?
The lady and the children? Yes, they're fine.
Alright.
Would you like to see them? Do I need to prove that to you? I'm going to ignore the fact that you're giving me orders in my own home.
Just a request, you can say no.
He walks to the door that's at the south of the room, pulls out a key from his belt, unlocks it, opens it, gestures for you to step into the room just a little bit.
Step into the room just a little bit.
There are two children in this room. It is obviously a child that are sitting on the bed together, kind of like holding hands. They appear to be like 10 years old, and one is a bit younger. And then stepping into view is the lady you saw before with the breastplate, who's just like looking and confused. Barabbas, what's going on?
Oh.
And he gestures to you.
I will do a little bit of a respectful bow. Hello, my lady. My friends and I happened upon the situation here. I just wanted to make sure that everyone was alright. You have a good guard.
And Barabbas, who she addressed the orc as, "I'm sorry, my lady. If you don't mind just staying in here for a bit longer."
Your husband is okay.
Thank you. As the door shuts and he locks it again. Satisfied, he turns to you.
Yes. Sorry.
Step out of the room.
Okay.
Back in the other room. What were those perception checks?
25.
16.
15.
All of you can see on one side of this room there is a teleportation circle drawn on the floor.
Like
You may
on
now
the,
proceed.
on the other side of the room?
Yeah, so in this bedroom, there's like the bed and the table with the bird cage that has the snakes in it. Other side of the room, drawn into the corner, is a teleportation circle.
Go right bam out of here.
Does it look like it's recently drawn, or does it look like it's been there for a while? Like it's part of the...
Like, is it like built in?
And it looks like it's been there for a while.
Okay.
Who were you chasing? Let's go spell Ellie.
Kind of size.
Answer her. I'm gonna point his scimitar at him.
Okay.
I don't know how to use this thing. Actually, do I know how to use this thing?
I know how to use this thing now.
Okay.
I don't know.
Hand by his belt again, Kehlen. That was a gnome. I was following the gnome.
Why? Do you know why he
He
was
had
there?
something that I needed. No,
You just followed him there. You don't know why?
I don't know why he was there. I know why I was following him.
What were you looking for?
He looks at Tallice, who was mentioning the stone over and over again.
Who took it? And I kind of like use my eyes to like look back, kind of like to indicate, was it her?
He takes a step forward, a bit closer to Kehlen.
I'm pointing the freaking scimitar like into his, like it's on his neck. I don't
He
think
like
you should
takes
move.
his fingers and like pushes it out of the way. I'm not going to do anything. Calm down.
I put it right back. Don't move. We're not done asking you questions.
Kellen's going to take a step closer to him.
Okay.
To sort of move a little closer, keep my eyes at just, again, that same sort of, not his hands, just hands up, looking at Tallice like, ease back a little.
Okay.
But not saying a word, because every time Kellen says anything, Tallice seems to go off the deep end. So it's
Okay.
Sort of,
Okay.
Who else was there? You know a lot of people died, right?
I wasn't the one who did anything.
I know that.
Why did you or the Manchun guy, whatever, build that or take over that guard post at the top of the mountain to watch them? And what kind of flying creatures did you, we killed them? What are you up there?
You've got a lot of questions. There's a lot that's happening in this room right now. Could you step off of me a little bit, please?
No.
Fine. Quickly reaches into his pocket, pulls out a bottle that he tosses onto the ground and shatters.
I want to hit him.
In this room, a 20-foot diameter, 20-foot high cloud of smoke begins to appear. Tallice, you can go ahead and roll at disadvantage to hit him. Kehlen, you feel a hand around your wrist.
alrighty then.
Oh, actually, I might actually still wait. Am I proficient in this? What do I add? Is it a simple weapon?
What?
Scimitar?
So you're holding his rapier?
Yeah, is it a scimitar, rapier? I don't know. I have proficiency
I believe
in
a
simple
rapier.
weapons.
A rapier is a martial weapon, so you do not have proficiency.
So I just add dex.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
17.
I believe that just makes his armor.
Okay, is it like a D8? I don't know.
Yes, it's a D8.
And I don't have proficiency bonus, right? So it's just the roll.
Just
Well, you still add your dex to the damage.
Yeah, it's a D8 plus 2.
Yep.
What's the 2?
Sorry, a D8
Your
plus
dex.
dex.
Oh, okay. That's a 10.
Damage.
Yeah, I rolled a 7 and I have a plus 3.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
You don't get to say nice. You're escaping with him.
I don't know what's going on. Somebody grab my wrist.
It's me.
Okay.
Hi.
Oh dear God, Sarah's gonna kill me.
You are being pulled, Kehlen, to the corner of the room.
Can I cast?
Okay, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go into my pocket and throw a bag onto the ground of 1,000 ball bearings.
Okay.
Because I don't know what the hell's going on, so
Okay.
let's make it hard to move.
Do I hear any? Do we hear that?
Oh yeah, you hear the ball bearings go all over the floor.
Okay. Can I cast something?
Yeah, sure.
I want to cast Detect Magic and see if I can follow their pings through the smoke.
That is a very good idea. Go ahead. So you detect magic. You do see the teleportation circle on the floor, conjuration magic. That is giving you that aura. You don't have a bag of holding, do you, Kehlen?
No,
You just
but
have
I
your-
have a bottle. That's
Yeah, I would
tied to my
say
hip.
that's enchantment magic on Kehlen, so you can follow him.
He has
And
the
also
cards too, right?
illusion magic from Kehlen. There's nothing magical on Erstal. See him, but he's being pulled to the corner of the room.
Okay, I will just fly over there with my boots. Just go in the direction I see Kehlen. I don't know if I can get to him, but that's all I'm gonna do. I don't know for an initiative, but that's what I'm doing. I'm just beelining for
Done.
the illusion.
I'm not going to call it initiative quite yet, because they got a bit of a head start and it wasn't very far away. Why don't you roll me a dexterity check, Kristy?
For
Basically to see how quickly you can get to him
gotcha. Okay.
with this moment.
Natural 20, not even joking. Plus just regular dex,
Mm-hmm.
22. Because I know nat 20s
Okay.
don't always count.
So you were able to get to that side of the room, and get to them. But it is basically simultaneously to the moment where they hit the teleportation circle.
Am I in the teleportation circle when I go?
No.
Okay.
No. I will say there is a moment before they hit it where Erstal says, "Don't trust her," before they go through.
Could go in it.
Can I go in it?
Do you want to?
Oh, I don't know.
They're-
That's such a
they're-
bad
they're-
idea. I'm gonna split the
they're
party.
on
I don't
for
know where
like
they
a-
are.
They're on for like 6 seconds. You gotta go
Yeah,
or you stay.
that's-
you have
that's-
6 seconds.
Because
I'm
I
not-
was reaching
I'm
out to
not there.
grab Kehlen. Can I?
Then
Maybe
you
I
might
should just
have
roll to
won.
see if I grab him, and that'll determine whether I go or not.
Sure.
Because that was
Go
my
ahead.
intention, was to reach out and grab him to kind of do a tug of war.
Sure.
I didn't know they were actually
Go
going.
ahead and roll.
Oh.
See if you grab Kehlen.
Oh, god damn it.
Okay. So
What
just
do
a
I
straight
roll?
D20. So just a straight D20. Actually, I know you just rolled. We're gonna call it a percentile die. Will you roll a percentile die?
Okay,
please?
okay, that makes me feel a little better. I rolled a 17.
That definitely would have grabbed me.
I guess 41?
You do not get him in time. Below 50 was no. Above 50 was yes.
Okay.
So you hear him say, "Don't trust her." As your hand reaches out to grab Kehlen, you grab air. Kehlen, you are gone with Erstal.
crap, where the hell am I off to now?
Just to tell you, Kehlen, you find yourself in a room made of stone with a teleportation circle on the floor. Windows out to the city.
Shit.
I gotta leave the city or she's gonna kill me.
Okay. We've got about 5 minutes. I'll let you guys kind of educate what's happening in this moment, and then we will end for the evening.
Did you? Because when Sir went to walk away, in all of that time that you were talking and all of that, did you ever tell him anything on his earring?
Yeah.
I mean,
That
we
was
probably
something.
will now.
If someone mentions a teleportation circle, like a big thing of magic runes, he would say, someone copy it. Draw the runes. Please.
There's a lot of lines on this.
It's pretty big.
Start drawing, girl.
Come draw it yourself. I tiptoe out of the room.
Okay.
I will try
Okay.
to commit it to memory. Because I don't know if I
Okay.
can draw it. I could attempt it, but
It's pretty complicated, so you might have to try and draw it
I'll try and
in
draw
order
it.
to remember it.
Yeah.
Try.
Okay.
I
Kehlen.
I need these runes.
That's fine. So Kehlen, you are in. It appears to be like a tower of some kind. And he kind of takes a minute. He's just breathing.
Well, while I appreciate the early release, obviously you ain't got what I was looking for to save my friend, so
No, I don't. And I don't think she does anymore either.
that stupid
And-
machine thing's got it.
It took it somewhere.
Oh, bloody hell. That crazy one that was gonna kill you and me had a doodad that knows how to find it.
Well, then I suppose I need to be watching them now, don't I? Why are you finding me? Who are you, and who sent you?
Oh, you know what, that's a long story for probably another day. Suffice to say, I was told that you were involved with some people up on a mountain, and them three was looking for you, so I was sent to them to see if they might be able to help me find you so I could get the stone so I could save Crank. Guess it really wasn't that long of a story.
Oh my god.
No, that was pretty short of a story. Well, welcome to Azentrum Tower. You're probably not going to be welcome here. He smiles.
There are windows?
Yeah, there are windows.
Right. So, do I at least get a head start? But after
Sure,
all,
this could be fun.
going for the window.
Okay. Alright, we will end there.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh my god, if Tallice doesn't kill him, the Zents will.
oh wow.
God. Sir has one interaction with people. It's getting complimented on his fighting and then immediately upsetting them. Whatever. The last half orc that,
That could have
threatened
been
me, I
bad if
stepped
Nova
on
went
his.
through. Oh shit.
Oh, it could have been really bad.
I mean, I could also go through the
You
window. I have
basically,
boots.
if they let you get there.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody have any closing remarks?
Little Dragon Corp discount code for 10% off is pro bonus.
Hell yeah.
Hate nimble rights.
Hmm.
They're never where they're supposed to be.
Oh, Kristy. Oh wait, it did it automatically. I thought you beat me to the command. You did.
Oh, I did.
Ooh. Oh, there we go.
But I'm back, guys. I'm
Kristy's
so
back.
I'm
Yeah.
so
Back
happy.
again.
Yay.
Everybody say thank you to Matthew for playing with us these last
Thank
few weeks.
you.
Thank you, Matthew.
Matthew.
You are always welcome back, my friend.
Maybe not alive.
I'll come back for half an hour. Victoria will kill me.
Yeah,
You come. I was gonna just say you come back as a dead body. Like, you're just like, it's Kehlen!
Hey.
He's a ghost now.
He's a ghost boy.
She's a
Okay.
ghost that is solely haunting Tallice.
Welcome to
Okay.
the Brave Cops.
When you take on a new friend who you've just met in an alley and he offers to help you, maybe make sure you add your proficiency bonus next time.
Hell yeah.
We'll see you next week, everybody.
GGBBs.
Bye.
Okay, love you, bye. Love you, bye.